as per usual, we'll take turns getting ready. We'll start with our game preparation. I'm gonna grab your records, and then you guys will have a chance to prepare a character. But we do have a new player, so we'll start with him, and then we'll get everyone else ready right after. Actually, Kyle, are you home yet, or are you still on the way? All right, he might be on the way still, so we'll get back to him. Actually, we'll just go through everyone else first. Let's see. Alright, we'll start with SB. So SB, are you gonna play as Kyle today or a different character?
He said he's gonna go get me or get a drink of water, so I don't know if he's back yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Alright,
we expected you to take longer. usually like 10-15 late for the game, so we were like, yeah, you're fine. Go get your water and shit.
Right. Let's see.
Sorry about that, DM. I'm the one who told him to do that. So we intend on traveling back to DELN.
Alright, Gage, it's gonna be your turn. So, do you want to play as Goose today or some other character?
I'm bringing VAIEL.
Okay. Just a moment.
You're good. Take that. I was just checking my chains, and we are good to go. So I'm driving. You ain't gotta hear all the beeping and annoying ass noise for once.
Alright, so here's VAIEL's record. First thing we gotta do is let's go top to bottom, and he recovered some hit points naturally in between adventures. With an 18 constitution, he has a very high recovery rate, so naturally it'd be full hit points by the time he's back in action. Alright, so back at 20 hit points. Looking at his items list, was there anything I did not track for you?
No, you tracked everything.
Okay. Is there anything you need to prepare before we start? Currently, we left off at the town of DAEL.
We're gonna go be. Are we in DELN right now?
Yeah, we went back to sell off our gear.
Okay, cool. So I need to sell the heavy plate on the horse.
On the horse. Okay, just a moment.
The price has gone up, so I'm going to make quite a bit of profit off that.
Yeah, you're right.
I should have masterworked it.
Yeah, so it's a plate armor. It's 2 gold, and so heavy or plate guarding would be 4 gold. If you sold it, you would get 2 gold. So you get 200 coppers for it.
It's heavy plate. Oh, did you lower plate back
It's heavy plate? Okay, just a moment then. Yeah, you'll get 4 gold.
Cool.
Okay.
The first things first, replace my fireball.
Right, just a moment. So
You're good.
you may not have seen it, but yeah, a lot of the rules had to change because the economy has shifted, and spells were not updated with the economy. Where 1 copper piece a day is a day's wage instead of 1 silver, so therefore a lot of things had to change. And so we went back kind of to some of the original prices, but scrolls should be unaffected. Let's see, a scroll of fireball, right?
Yeah, level 3.
Okay, sure.
Hello.
Howdy.
Welcome. You're a little late, no worries. Just we're in our game preparation right now, so just wait your turn and you'll have a chance to get ready and play as well. Right now it's Geese's turn, and we're getting him ready to play.
Okay.
Alright, so when it comes to the magic, you said you wanted a charged magic item. It would be 2 silvers times the spell level, so 2 times 3 is 60. And then for the daily wages, it's 1 silver times the spell level, so it's times 3, so it's 30, so it's 90 silvers total, right?
Oh, it's 90 now?
Yeah, because we have to account for the days it takes to make the scroll, right? It's 10 days to make a first level spell. It's not instantaneous. So for a third level spell, it'd be 30 days. It's 3 times the 10 days, right? So it's typically a week to make the spell.
So daily wage is back up to 1 silver instead of 1 copper?
No. That's for making a spell, like having a laboratory and all that. So it costs 10 times as much.
Okay. Cool. All right. I'm also going to need a what do you call it? A continual light added to my my spell book thing or whatever, the one I can use every day.
Alright, just a moment. So 2 fireball scrolls, 90 coppers price, so went down to
Should already have 1.
421. Alright, what did you want to get after that?
I'm gonna go ahead and add a continual light into my whatever, my actual forever book, whatever it is.
Your spell book?
Yeah.
Alright, just a moment.
And is gold with us today?
So continual light, it would cost you 20 silver pieces to learn it. Is that fine?
Okay. Yeah. The amount of necklaces I make, I might as well just do that instead of wasting a scroll every time.
Alright then, I'll add it to your book.
Cool. Thank you.
Alright. That's it.
I'm gonna go ahead and purchase a masterworked mace for gold.
Alright then.
That's the least I can do. You know what I mean?
The total price would be 50 coppers. Is that okay?
That's fine.
Anything else?
You okay with that gold?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and roll the thief.
You gonna roll in the character? Okay.
Yeah, roll up the thief, give him the basics.
11, 13, 8. Uh, 14, 13, 5.
Cool.
Let's see.
Appreciate you, Liam.
It's all good.
fixture. It has a pole and all the fancy shit. The rest of it I can work with.
Alright, so I'll be going over some changes to the house rules in a bit. I posted them all in basically announcements, but I'll go over it after we get everyone else ready. So,
alright.
Let's see. Is there something else you need to prepare?
One last thing. How much money does VAIEL have?
351.
Alright, can you masterwork his plate? Or not masterwork his. Can you magical his plate? Or whatever he has on his outer body, lamellar plate or whatever it is.
So a permanent magical enchantment. You want it
Yes.
+0 or +1?
+1.
Okay, so permanent magical enchantment for +1 is 300 silvers. So 3,000 coppers.
Oh shit, that went way up.
Yeah, so permanent ones have changed price versus there's 3 kinds of magical item categories. There's charges, recharges, and permanent, right? So the ones that we can recharge are kind of in the mid for prices, middle, right? But the permanent magic item effects are the most expensive now, instead of just random expert ones. So
I mean, that's understandable. Alright, in that case, just you said I have 371 left?
yes.
Go ahead and buy me a house real quick.
This is for VAIEL.
Yeah.
You want the home in DELN?
Yeah, did that go up or is it still 350?
It should be around the same price. I don't know if it was 350 though.
Cool.
We'll see. Right, so wooden home. Let's see. If it's made of wood, it should only be maybe 20% of the value if you buy an already made house. So let me see. You want it to be furnished as well?
Just, yeah, the basics.
Oh yeah, 375. It was 375, not 350. Let's see.
Oh, okay. Well, then bank my coppers, bring 20 coppers on me, and I'm good to go.
You have some money in the bank if you want to use it.
Yeah, sure.
Alright, so if we pay 351 now, we only have to do 375
Essentially,
minus 351.
you take
24.
Yeah, 381.
So then you'll have to pay 27. So
Yeah.
you're at 90 coppers in the bank.
Cool, and then put all the crap that is unnecessary in my cart into the house, so
Just a moment, let me.
pretty much leave.
Alright, I need to
Go ahead.
create a report on your home then, just a moment.
You're good. I've been needing to do this for a while. I just keep putting it off because we're doing stuff. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Those fucking assholes.
Alright, this is VAIEL's home.
Yep. After we do this, I got one last question that'll be completely done because
Alright, What items do you want to put in your home?
Everything that is not like keep me alive stuff. So if there's any potions in there or rope
Alright,
or
have a look at
things
your
like
record.
that, everything else goes in there.
You have to be specific, because I cannot just grab it for you. Right.
Okay, so everything in the cart?
Everything in the cart. Okay.
Yep. The only thing I want you to leave is torches.
Do you have a cart on this character?
Yes. Should be on the horse.
Oh, it's a hand cart. Okay.
Yeah. My bad.
Do you want to leave the cart home too?
No, I'm bringing the cart because, just in case we get some.
Alright. Anything else you want to leave behind?
Nah, that's good. With VAIEL, this is the last question I have. Since the era is Goose, but VAIEL never died, Goose died, does that go away? Or does that go to the next Goose?
What?
So if you look at status, it says era's Goose because I named the next era as Goose. But Goose died before Goose 2 was alive, right? So would that go to Goose 2 instead of Goose 1?
Oh, right. So you can change your heir anytime as long as you're still alive.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, that's why I said if you're gonna
just,
name an heir, usually you don't want to name them until you're actually dead. So
Yeah, that's fair. Go ahead and just erase that. You're right.
it just makes it easier in case that character dies, so we don't have to make any changes.
Yeah. Alright, cool. We're good. Sorry about that, DM.
It's okay.
That was a lot to prep. I apologize for how long it took, guys.
Good.
You good?
Right. Let's see. Yeah, it was like 15 minutes. It's okay. We'll have it 3 hours only though. So.
I've been needing to get that done for a while. Yeah, you're good. We're gonna make it quick after this. I think we have a plan already. And since we already have guys in there, as long as they're alive, we're good.
Right. I would try to limit you guys each to 5 minutes, but if you want to go over, I mean, it is your guys' game, so. Let's see. Just I guess a guideline. It should only be 5 minutes of prep per player, because I don't know, if we had like 10 players, it'd be 50 minutes of prep, or if everyone took 10 minutes, it'd be like 130, 140 minutes. So, let's see.
The whole damn game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
All right.
Now I won't have to do prep for a while. So we're good.
Gold.
Yes.
Wait, you joined.
Hello.
You joined on time, right? Okay. So.
I mean, yeah, I was like 2 minutes late, but I think that's still on time.
Alright, mates. I'm almost home.
Sounds good. Thank you.
There's a couple minutes. There's like 1 more minute, and I'm already into my house.
Alright. Gold, do you want to play as, So Poseidon was killed, right? So you want to play as a new character
Yeah,
or a
Poseidon
different
was
character?
killed, and his inheritance, let's say that goes back to Odysseus.
No, so I'm asking you who you want to play as today. You playing as Odysseus?
Yes, I'm playing as Odysseus, as Poseidon is dead. The boat is back.
Yeah, so that. Thank you.
I'll please me.
Alright, Alright, so in that case, let's take note. You're the heir of Poseidon, or you cannot be the heir of Poseidon because you're the heir of Zeus. You can only be the heir of a character once.
Then I have to make a new bloodline, basically.
Yeah, you would have to make a new character, right? Odysseus cannot be the next of kin to Poseidon, right? They might have been buddies, but his gear would be passed on to his next of kin, and maybe his next of kin will share some gear with Odysseus, right? Or money with Odysseus, but imagine two brothers, right? And both brothers have sons, right? Would the brother give his gear to the other brother if he died, or to his own son, right? So.
Fine.
Right.
I'm still gonna be playing as Odysseus.
You could have picked Odysseus if
I'm allowed
Odysseus
to make
wasn't
it
an
clear.
heir to anyone else already, but you only could be the heir of one character and have one heir, per the rules.
Yeah, I understand that. I'm still allowed to make another character on top of that, am I not?
Yes, once per game. Do you want to make a new character?
Yes. Yes.
Do you want to roll it up yourself, or should I roll it for you?
You should roll it up. I'm on my phone.
Alright, sounds good.
Damn.
Right. Okay, so hit points. Well, depends on your class. You want to be a cleric, right?
With a 17 in wisdom, yeah, I think that's advisable.
Alright, do you have any preferences on the gear you start with?
Not necessarily. I mean, he needs the basic shit of a holy symbol,
Right.
holy water, a melee and a ranged weapon, and some armor.
You got that masterwork mace coming your way. Keep that in mind.
Yeah, this
What kind of missile
character
weapon would
is
you
the
like?
heir of Poseidon.
Yes. What kind of missile weapon would you like?
Well, fuck it, let's have some fun with this. Give him an aquabust.
Archibus, okay. And let's inherit all of this. So all this gear was burnt to a crisp for the most part, but anything that was left outside is salvageable.
So none of it.
Yeah, most of it has been damaged heavily. Let's see.
Looks
Alright.
like there's banked copper pieces on Poseidon.
Alright, so yeah, most of this was blown into smithereens, right? Broken, burnt. The only things that might be salvageable might be the armor, right? It might be damaged, but you can repair it. So this armor here would have been broken armor. So it would cost 90% to repair. Would you be interested in retrieving this armor?
Fuck. I'll pay the 90 per gold or copper you want.
It's not 90 gold, it's 90% of its value for the repairs.
Oh, damn.
So you will get a discount, but it won't be free, right? Let's see.
I mean, it's still gonna be expensive as hell.
Yeah, it will still be expensive. So a broken masterwork
Wait,
helmet
yeah.
would to repair it, unless you just bury it with Poseidon, right? Let him keep it. But say you were to repair it right now and keep it for yourself, it would cost, let's see, 20, 200, so 9% of 200, 180 to repair it. Would you be interested in
Dang.
its repairs? And you're inheriting money as well, so you're
Oh, well,
inheriting
no,
490.
money Get it repaired.
Get it repaired. Okay, so you immediately spent 180 of that 490, so 390, 310. Okay, so 310 on top of this, so 318. You also earned his banked funds. He has 404, so you get 90% of that.
Mhm.
So let's see, that would be 404 times 0.9, 363. Add it to your 318, 681. Alright, so that's all the money you've got after inheriting experience and money, right? Let's see. Alright. And next, we let's see. Alright. Cameron's Cappers.
Okay, hold on. Can someone explain about the bloodline parts?
Yep. So what they're talking about is inheritance. Is that what you're saying? Bloodline? So there's no such thing as bloodline, or I guess what they mean by that is having like a family tree, father, grandfather, and son. That's so that their characters could have relations when it comes to naming your next of kin, right? When your character is killed. That's it. So naturally, in one timeline, which is the timeline we're in right now, every character might have a son, and that son might have a son. That's about it, though, right? You cannot have more than maybe 3 different people in one family tree, right? At least not direct descendants. So it could not be the firstborn, at least. So if you have the grandfather, if you were playing as the grandfather of the house, right, his next of kin will likely be his firstborn son. But if that's not the case, then it would have to be a brother or his son's brother, right? If his son is killed, or if his son's son is killed and such, right? So the idea is, though, every character, every man or soldier has a family, right? That means that they all, before during the campaign, have some relations, right? They have a father, a mother, and maybe a daughter and a son, right? And that includes they all have a wife then, right? Or a woman, right? So you see, every man, in order to have his, a soldier, they're built on a backbone. Their backbone is their family, right? So you see, they all have to go home somewhere. Yeah, and it's that. Rarely will there be a situation where you don't have a next of kin. The only time you don't have a next of kin is well, if you really don't want the next of kin, it's just your choice, really. But it's by default, everyone has a next of kin, right? And it doesn't have to be your son. It could be a brother. In fact, it could even be a friend. It could be a girlfriend. If if you decide your character has absolutely 0 family for whatever reason, right? But that would not be good. So then there's, blood is thicker than water, right? Or all that kind of stuff, right? So you want to pick your own family if you can. Let's see. For your next of kin.
I see. Okay.
Alright, anyway, moving on. We left off with gold. We were rolling his character, so let's finish that.
Yes.
We're at 681 coppers. Okay, you say you want an
Yeah.
arquebus?
I'm gonna need you to repeat that last thing.
You need an arquebus? Is that what you said?
I said, fuck it, give him an arquebus. Yeah.
Okay, just a moment. A slung arquebus is 26 coppers with a pouch. It's 27. And how many bullets would you want?
Give him the standard amount, which is 10. I said 10.
Good to go, just a moment.
Alright. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you heard me. This is quiet.
No, I was taking notes.
Alright, go ahead.
So every time you say something, I have to take a note. So if I don't respond, and I don't ask for a repeat, it's usually because I'm taking your notes. You can actually see me on the screen, I think, right? You guys can see me typing on the screen?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but I'm currently looking at a tablet
Okay.
over maps.
Alright, yeah. Just a moment then. Yeah, I'm trying to take note that you already purchased an arquebus. I'm checking that the money that it cost. I'm checking I'll have to take note of the actual item and all the ammunition and such. What you said 10, I heard you. Alright, give me a moment. So in that case, the price is 37 coppers. So your leave or your left. Let's see. Alright, your left was 644. You've got broken plate armor as well. Do you want to repair it?
Broken plate armor. How
This
much
was,
is plate armor?
So plate armor is 2 gold, and if you want to upgrade it and get the other parts, you would have to pay an additional 2 gold. But let's say you want to repair the current pieces, it costs 18 silvers or 180 coppers to repair the plate armor.
You know what? We're risking it. We're repairing it and upgrading it.
Okay, so the price is total of 380. Is that fine?
Yeah.
Alright, this is where one of the major updates came in. By the way, I guess I'll just go over it now. But some of you guys saw or seen that the armor's changed back to its normal bonuses. So by the book, of course, plate maximum is supposed to be the best plate in the game, right? And by the book, it's only supposed to offer you a bonus of -6 armor class, something like that. And that's to include every other piece, right? So basically armor class, was it armor class 2 or 4? Let's see. No, it's armor class 3. So standard plate armor is supposed to give you armor class 3, right? No more, no less, right? Because it accounts for every other layer within it as well. So therefore, we have actually made the changes to go back to that, create that more high lethality and less invulnerability, right? Of course, armor still helps, but it's not going to make you invulnerable, right? So the bonuses have been changed to match that naturally. So heavy plate is going to give you a -3 without the additional layers, right? It's just plate itself, it's -3 as a heavy plate. So without a heavy plate, you've got a -1.5. So, and then of course light plate is almost useless. Same with any light armor, right? You have to wear a lot of it to make something worthwhile. Okay. Anyway, you got a heavy plate armor then, full plate, right? So that's really good. -380. Down to 264. Alright, anything else?
Up the burst bullets. Not particularly at the moment.
Do you want to upgrade the
A
Gamson?
holy symbol, but that'll do.
Do you want to upgrade the Gamson? I already got you a holy symbol.
No.
No? Just want
I
to
need a
normal?
holy symbol, but
I already got you a holy symbol.
alright, then we don't need anything more.
Okay. Arm class bonus. This is 1. This is 3. This is 0.5. So -3 plus 1 from your low dex. So -2. So you have arm class 7. Right. Let's see. Alright. For the name, do you want an old school name or do you want to pick it?
Aries.
Aries. That's
Alright. Okay, so that's everything for Aries. Are you still playing as Odysseus today or do you want to play as Aries?
I'm playing as Odysseus. Ares is following along as an NPC.
Okay, so you've hired him on.
what the fuck?
You also obtained the Master Mace. Gifted to you
Oh, nice.
from House Geese.
Farmhouse geese. I see. We're gonna be a prick, yeah, and give it to Ace.
Sounds good. Yeah, that's because you already have one, right? Or you got a spear. Yeah.
Well, I have a spear, but that's a different story.
Alright. Let's see, we left off on gold, so now it's Honestly's turn. Honestly, you're gonna play as Schwanz or someone else?
Not Schwanz, not Schwanz.
Good to go. Just roll it.
We're playing as Asbestos.
Alright, so you wanna play as a different character?
My fighter that I made yesterday.
What's his name?
Asbestos.
Asbestos. Asbestos.
The asbestos. Yeah, it's at the very bottom, I believe, the last update.
Alright, so you're gonna leave Schwanz behind? Alright. What preparations do you have? You have 17 coppers.
Geese, who are you playing as today?
VAIEL and a thief.
Yeah. I would like to request 3 coppers from VAIEL.
That's fine. Hook him up with what he needs.
Alright then. If we're gonna take it from your bank, it's an additional 1 copper then. Let's see.
Yeah, that's fine. If he's asking, he needs it. He never asks for money.
Alright, honestly, you have 20 coppers. What do you need?
Heavy gamison and heavy shield.
Do you want a sling on the shield too? Or no? Oh wait, you cannot afford it.
Yeah, I can. How does that matter?
Alright, you'll just have to carry it around and drop it.
Can we assume I gave him that extra copper?
No. But you can grab some.
He said nope.
Just silent that phone after he said that.
Just give it to him, DM. I understand it's gonna cost 2.
We'll have to be decisive, right? Let's see. Alright. I guess it's good practice, right? To be more decisive. So when it does come time to be decisive and it's important, you guys are, right? You're not just wasting time going back and forth figuring things out. Right? You should have it figured out on your turn, right? Because there's plenty of time to think when it's not your turn. Right? Once you make a move, it's done. So, right. Kyle, it's your turn. So, you're new, I understand. So I'm gonna teach you the game real quick. So we are playing, of course, old school Dungeons and Dragons. You probably already read up on what I posted earlier. But yeah, you're gonna be joining a group of players for an adventure. The idea is that when you join these players that you're playing with today, these are open table games, pick up play style games. Your character is gonna be in the party with them. The idea is that your characters have formed a contract to work as a team to go out and hunt monsters and treasures together. So that's the idea behind the stories that you or behind the games that you play with other players, right? And the goal, of course, is to hunt monsters and treasures for gold and glory. Now, before you can play, of course, you have to create your character and know how to play. It's very easy to play. So I'll go over how to play very quickly, but it's only 3 steps. So once you have a character and we start the game, the Dungeon Master will start by describing to you the scenario or situation you're in. Every player will have a chance to decide their plan of action, right, or the course of action. And then if there's any risk involved in the course of action, we'll determine the results by rolling dice. The dice will help me, as the Dungeon Master, determine whether or not you're successful at what you're trying to accomplish, right? Alright, so now you know how to play, you know what the purpose is. We're going to create your first character. So to start off, you're going to roll your ability scores. There's multiple methods you can use to roll your scores. You can either use the bot in the dice channel. I can roll for you on the tabletop simulator. Or you can use your own dice in real life. how would you like to roll the dice?
Okay, hold on. I'm gonna...
Sorry, you cut out.
Like,
Hold on. What dice do I have to roll? What kind
It's
of
gonna be
dice?
3d6, 3 6-siders.
Roll dice.
Does that make sense?
The 1d.
So you're gonna use your own dice?
Oh no, what the fuck?
Oh, the bot. Okay, so it's 3d6. Okay, so I'll type out a command that you are gonna use to generate your ability scores. Okay. So you need to type this out, words for word, okay, or character for character. It's gonna be /roll space 6. It says space 3d6. Okay, it looks like this. So go ahead and type that out. And as you're typing it, you're gonna be prompting a bot, and you're gonna command it to roll the dice for you, basically.
Okay, here we go. Here we go.
Alright, so you did it wrong. So you have to type it exactly how I posted it. Does that make sense? You cannot type it any other way. Yeah.
Okay. This
Alright,
one.
there you go.
There we go.
So those are your ability scores for your character. Let's see.
66. That's 66 at least.
And how it's done in the old days, or in OD&D, is your scores are rolled down the line. So you have 11 strength, 15 intelligence, 6 wisdom, 8 dexterity, 14 constitution, and
12.
yes, exactly. Alright, so next you're going to choose a class. So in OD&D, there were only 7 classes to choose between. So we're going to go over them real quick. Just a moment. There's the rule set. So here's your options. I'll zoom in here. So you have the options of
Thank
flame.
you.
What was that?
If the world spell is no more, it is 2 more.
Yeah.
Flame and magician.
Magic user. Yeah. Based on your scores, you have a high intelligence. I would recommend you can play as a magic user. But other options include
Alright.
fighter, dwarf, or elf for you.
Well, since from what I've heard on the weapon pick back from home, I guess we have a couple of magic users in our hands. So,
Kyle, just a moment, but your mic is very laggy. Do you know if you might be able to go into an area with better connection?
means I can.
We can barely understand.
Sometimes leaving the call and rejoining will fix it for you. It'll reestablish a new connection.
yeah, is there one?
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah, that's better. Mhm.
Yep.
Alright. What I was saying, since from what I on the right back home, I guess there is magic users is Steve. So
Well, mate, you still be lagging like crazy, dog.
I know.
You gotta get off.
Alright, hold on. I'm going to change location real quick. Hold on.
Brother.
Alright.
There he is.
Hopefully it's better.
Jesus. Yeah, you guys, and you hear me.
Yes, it's a lot better now. Oh, okay. So, the next step after picking the class is to roll your character's hit points. Magic users have 1 to 4, so you're going to roll a d4. So in the dice rolls channel, you're going to use the command /roll space 1d4.
Slash roll 1d4. So like this.
Good, perfect. Alright, you have a +1 bonus due to your high constitution score, so you get to start with 4 hit points instead.
Yay.
And next is you're gonna roll 3d6 for your starting funds. Go ahead and roll 3d6.
Okay, slash. Three d6.
Good. Alright. Next we're gonna get to items that a magic user needs. The first thing you need is a spell book to put your spells in. So it costs 3 copies for an empty spell book, and magic users get to start with some spells, first level spells in particular. You either get to start with 1 first level spell of your choice, or 2 random ones, or 2 dungeon master chosen spells. And here are the possibilities right here: first level magic user and elf spells. So do you want to pick one, or do you want 2 random ones, or do you want 2 dungeon master chosen ones?
I'll go for magic missile.
Alright, good choice. Alright, so next, after we bought your spellbook, which costs 3 coppers, you're down to 6. We'll need to get maybe some weapons. So in this game, you're gonna hunt monsters, of course. You need weapons. Recommend you're gonna get a missile weapon first, which is something you can use from afar, right? Like a bow and arrow, a sling and stone, or something like that. Do you have any weapons in mind? Would you like a weapon list?
Yeah, please show me the weapon list.
Okay. So, naturally all these weapons can be found in the list of items channel, but I'll also show them here on the screen. Just a moment. Alright, so you can see here we've got a list of small weapons, we've got a list of normal weapons, and a list of large weapons. What kind of weapon are you into, or you have in mind? Do you want a missile, melee, or what kind of size do you want?
Can I have a look on the small side?
Yep, here's the list of small weapons. Is that visible?
It is visible for me.
Okay.
Can you go to the normal now?
Yep. You have a total of 6 coppers left, but you still need some to buy maybe some more armor or equipment and supplies. So just bear that in mind.
Okay. I think I guess I could go for a short bow.
Yep, it's a good choice. Short bow, quiver, and arrows. Total price is 4 coppers. Leaves you with 2. Alright.
I'm going to be that one party member that's going to be butt ass naked.
Could be worse.
Close.
We'll see. But yeah, you're equipped with a bow now. Would you be, oh yeah, so next, we'll probably get you some supplies and equipment. So when you are looting in the game, you'll need something to store your loot in, such as a bag of sorts. There are 3 bags available, typically, which are the knapsack, satchel, and backpack. That's listed from smallest to largest. So again, knapsack, satchel, or backpack. Which one would you like? I think you only can afford a satchel max. So knapsack or satchel, in your case.
Yeah. Satchel, I guess.
Okay. It's the biggest bag you can afford.
Yep.
Right. Sounds good.
The big fan one eye.
Yeah. You have it now. Final step is to choose a name for your character. You can either choose your own name, or you can get an old school generated name.
This old school generated name.
Sounds good. Okay. Is that the case? Let's see. We're gonna roll the dice then. Go ahead and roll, or actually I'll just roll it here. It'll be faster. Right, so. We got the name, let's see, 29, so 4 is L. 29. Okay, so your name is gonna be Dale, right? Is that alright? Or do you want to roll a different name?
Alright, okay, good name. Good name.
Alright. So you're Dale the medium, first level magic, and that's it. Okay, we did skip over SP's turn because he was gone for a moment, so let's get back to SP. SP, are you playing as Carl today or someone else?
Carl's gonna take it easy. I'm gonna take Heliodor this time.
Okay, just a moment.
And,
Heliodor. So you're gonna leave Carl at home then, right?
yeah, Carl's gonna stay home.
Carl, like those people.
I don't want to muck everything up with too many characters, so I'm not adding any extra. But I think
You are
I
allowed
can
to roll one new character per game, which you don't want to do today.
yeah, I don't want to take up more time, but I should get some kind of a ranged weapon. I don't think I can afford a sharp bow. Yeah, I'm like a dollar short.
You can afford a sling and stones.
Okay, let's do that.
It would cost 3 coppers from your bank then.
Okay.
Alright, if that's the case, I think everyone is ready to go now, right? So you all had a chance to prepare.
Yep.
And final thing, before I let you guys off on your break, what does your party plan to do for this adventure? You guys have anything in mind? If not, I'll just give you a
Going back to the caves we were at earlier, because I gotta pay those guys, so I got whatever, I left money in my bank.
Alright, so we
We're
have
gonna
a
go up
plan.
there and try to clear some kobolds out.
Okay. Everyone on board with that? Any objections? I know we've got a new guy, he doesn't really know what's going on, but I'll explain the situation after the break. Anyone else have any input? Questions, concerns?
I'm okay with the kobolds, but I would like to borrow a torch from VAIEL.
I
Okay,
left them in my
yeah, that
cart.
would be part
You
of
just grab 'em.
this. We can do that now. How many torches do you want?
Just 2. That way I can hand one if I need to.
Alright, torches.
I'll wait till you're done with that, then I'll ask you a question.
Doesn't look like he has any torches on his record. Maybe in his home.
I should have them in my. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, you stored everything in the cart in your home, so.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Do you want to bring the torches in?
Yeah.
All right. So these torches, how many do you need to take, Heliodor?
Just 2.
Just 2. And these are gonna go on your. How are you gonna carry them? You don't have a bag. By
I'll
hand?
just dump out a few stones and put them in underneath.
They're too
the
large
stones.
for a pouch. Pouch is a small bag. Right, they only can carry
Tuck them
small
into my
objects.
belt, one on each
Okay,
side.
sure.
But I don't have a way to light them.
Maybe maybe if you're open to it, both of you. There's a satchel. No, not satchel. Yeah, it's satchel and tinderbox in Vale's home. So if he's open to it, you can take it.
You can have it.
I'll borrow it.
That's
Thank
fine.
you.
Alright, any other preparations, planning, organization we need to do before our break? Alright,
I think everything's good.
so hopefully that is it. But if you guys decide otherwise after a break, we'll just take more time away from our game. Alright, I'll see you guys soon. 5-minute break.
All right. We have one fighter, which will be up front. VAIEL will be behind the fighter. My thief will be next
Up to
to
me, I
the
guess.
fighter. Let's see here. We have SB. What class are you, SB?
Dwarf with a slung shield and a warhammer. But if you want me to be the light, I can use my shield and.
I'm playing VAIEL. You do not need light. Having a torch is nice. Like, we will be using
I
it
can
to
just
keep
have
things
one.
away and whatnot.
Yeah, I was thinking I could have one lit in case you wanted to throw anything.
Yeah, that's perfect. VAIEL doesn't throw anything. He's a elf, so he essentially handles. He's not a grenadier or anything. Goose, on the other hand, he's a brash fighter. He's a charging guy. VAIEL's the exact opposite. So let's see here. Gold, where do you want to be? You want to be on second rank, or you want to be on roof flank?
Put me in second rank.
Okay, you're gonna get second rank. All right, so Gold will be next to VAIEL. His second guy will be behind VAIEL. SB will be behind his main guy. Sound good? Or actually, flip them around.
So what rank
Who's
will I
up
be?
front with me?
And what
You'll be
will I
third rank.
Third rank, left or right side?
Left.
Okay.
Who's up front with me?
So, up front we use my thief.
Thanks for the extra money, by the way.
If the thief goes down, Gold will take that position. Is everybody cool with those setup?
Yep.
No, I hate
Alright.
it. Let's do it.
Well, what we're doing is we're going to enter the Kobold caves. There's a secret door right in that room. Who was here last night? We know it's there. We're going to investigate that. We're going to try to force doors it. That's going to be on you, honestly. If we cannot force doors it because of what's behind it, I have knock. We can always open it that way. The doors do open outward, so be careful. Whenever he's doing that, I want everybody to be clear of the opening of the door. After we get through the door, whatever's behind it, we'll manage it. There's a door back that way. If it's still there, we will manage that as well.
Will you give the command breaching so we know that we need to back up? Will you give the command breaching when you're going to knock so we know to back up?
Well, I mean, we'll know because we'll be in the room or whatever, and honestly, we'll have to do his thing. If honestly cannot breach the door, then VAIEL will cast knock on it and unlock the door. But, you know, I don't think we'll have to.
Thanks for the extra corner.
Yeah.
And
Kyle, you're good.
Kyle, one of the things is if we're in combat and you're asking questions, then that might take up your turn.
It'll be called
Oh my,
but
okay.
Also,
there's
Kyle.
no special needed, I guess, alright.
You have to just be paying attention and
Yeah. Kyle, what class are you? You're mage, right? You're
Mage,
going to be
yeah.
in 4th rank.
Alright, yeah, that actually makes sense. I'm very far
Okay.
back.
So with you at 4th rank, your job, you need to watch our rear. So every now and then, if you have nothing to do, please do a noise check behind us. If there is not anything to do, or there are enemies, well, you got one magic missile. So use it wisely. Don't shoot your teammates. You can shoot people in the back. So
you must
Don't shoot your
please-
buddies.
please no friendly fire.
Don't shoot your buddies.
Should we spread out in a double
Yeah,
line?
I guess will be.
We will not be able to in this situation.
Okay.
But everybody understand their jobs?
Yep. I'm just
Okay,
the
cool.
eyes.
Yeah, you're good, brother. You guys I tend
Sounds-
to put in the back because that's the safest point. You know what I mean? Try to keep you alive through the whole thing.
Yes, unless there's someone sneaking up behind me.
You can
So
just
you
pay
want- you
attention
want-
and learn the best you can.
Alright.
So you want me to watch the back too, and then be like the front line for the back, basically?
I guess so.
We won't really have to worry about the back too much because we're going to be directly at the entrance. If our guys are still there, so we have guys we paid to be there, right? VAIEL will cover the payment for that when we get in there. If they're still alive, that's going to be great because we can just go and get our shit done. But if they're
So what-
dead, we still got to get back in there and deal with
So
stuff.
you just want me to
So,
have, you want me to be a light source, a lit torch for your guy?
I mean, VAIEL has continual light. Like, I'm not
I'll
too worried
just
about
I'll
that.
just have a bow then, a short bow out.
Yeah, do a short bow and torch.
I can't go both.
Why not?
A short bow with an arrow and a torch.
All you gotta do is drop the torch and knock an arrow.
All right, gentlemen, gentlemen, it's
you don't
been roughly
necessarily
5
need the
minutes.
torch.
Your break is over, so let's
Okay.
get started.
Alright.
We just finished the first part of the game, which is just game preparations, and now it's time to play the game. So to begin, I, as your dungeon master, will describe to you the scenario your crew is in. We left off with our party returning back to the town of DELN. Now, after selling off their loot, they had managed to prepare further and recruit a few new characters. Although some of the crewmates have left us today, most of the crew is here, right? So we have today, at least in this particular crew, our party, VAIEL, the elven swordmaster, and his retainer, his newest retainer, who is BROSERIS, right? I just random rolled a is a thief for you, right? So
That's fine. He's an NPC.
right, so we have BROSERIS, and of course that is of House Geese. From House SB, we'll have HELIODOR, the dwarven veteran, and from House Gold we have ODYSSEUS, the priest. From House Gold, he also brings along his retainer, Ares, the acolyte. And from House Honestly, we have ESPESTOS, the veteran. And our newest household, House Kyle, we have DAEL, the medium. Alright, so your party currently stands in the streets of DAEL, and they have made plans already for an expedition northward. There's a group of caverns in the grasslands north of DAEL that belong to a race of wicked dogmen, demi-humans known as KOBOLDS. They're these small, scaly, nasty humanoids that have become enemies with our people over the years, right? It started off with, of course, our settlers to the north being raided and pillaged, but now we brought the battle to them. We've cleared them of our grasslands north of DELN, and now we have besieged their caverns, right? We are going down into their lairs to clear them out for good. This is a local, I guess, dungeon, right? Area to attack, and many adventurers, soldiers and mercenaries alike have attempted to, of course, clear them for good. But the battle continues to the north, right? We have made a lot of progress and have been very successful in our most recent raids and such, right? The enemy stand little to no chance against our party, right? Or have stood little chance against us. So let's see if we can continue to clear them out for good, right? We can maybe even finish the war today, right? It's getting close, right? Last time I think it was reported that the entrance to one of their lairs was discovered on the western side, right? Or at least a small area, right? We came across a kobold gate, or a set of doors, a secret entry into a position. We'll find out what it is today, perhaps, right? So in that case, now that you have the situation at hand, you will start the game by deciding your first course of action, right? So you know what's going on. You're in the street of down. You've made plans, right? And we're gonna start with we're gonna all take turns deciding what we're doing, right? The idea is that your characters are doing these things at the same time, right? So starting with Heliodor, you're standing in the street of down with your party. Are you ready to set out northward or something else?
I.
Sounds good. All right, Vale. Heliodor's ready to set out. Do you want to begin your travels north or something else?
Go ahead. Be good.
Good to go. BROSERIS will follow you to use your retainer after all. ODYSSEUS. The party is beginning to set off northward. Would you like to do the same or something else?
Yes,
Okay, sounds good.
of course I would.
Your retainer Ares the Acolyte will also follow you north. And then ESPESTOS. The party is beginning to travel northward. Do you want to do the same or something else?
Yes.
Alright, so now you are also traveling north with them. And DAEL. You see that the entire party is beginning to travel northward. Would you like to go with him or something else?
I would like to go.
Sounds good. So the entire party begins traveling northward. And the plan is you will travel north for as long as it takes to, of course, find the caverns in the grasslands north of Down. Fortunately, there's a road that takes you straight there. Right? It's been built over the course of months during the recent attacks on the hills, right? So here's the little campaign map, just to give us an idea of our travels. But we have a road northeast of Down. That'll take us to a fork or a crossroads, and from there we'll continue west to get directly into those caverns north of Down. Naturally, we could try to go straight north, but then we wouldn't have it. We would not have a way across this major river system, right? At least with the road, you'll be able to cross a bridge, right? And maybe from this bridge you can travel directly north, but then now you're gonna move through grasslands instead of a road. The road makes it easier to travel anyway and navigate. So either way, if you take the road or travel straight north, it should take you relatively the same distance, right? Either rougher terrain but directly there, or not directly there exactly, right? But easier movement.
We're going road.
The party sticks to the road and begins their travels on the road. And as you travel throughout the day, there's a chance for any random encounters as the risk at hand, right? So you can imagine you're left down behind the town of Down, and you begin your travels across this small bit of wilderness, right? Over the grasslands, over the bridge, across the river, through the hamlet near the bridge, of course, over the grasslands and more grass and more grass. But as you travel these grasslands on this road this summer day, naturally there's a chance for encounters. We're gonna check if we come across any of those wandering monsters. And to decide that, we're gonna roll some die here. Basically, if I roll 2 ones on this die, then there's an encounter, one wandering monster. There's roughly an hour of travel. Your crew is a medium footman crew, or moving at medium footman, right? So 2 miles an hour. By the road, it's 3 miles. So it should take you about maybe an hour and a half. So maybe 2 rolls then. Yeah, that was a close one. All right, safe travels. So you arrive at the cavern north of Down, right? After roughly an hour and a half of rucking, so around 9:30 in the morning, you make it to. You approach the southern siege camp, right, which is a base built by other mercenaries, adventurers, and troops from Down, right? So the camp consists of course, a garrison, a merchant caravan, and of course camp followers such as a mining company, right, and such. So it's a large siege camp. It is the southern base camp of the caverns, right? The entrance is secure. If you'd like to enter the caverns from the south, that's fine. But how would you like to proceed? We've arrived.
continue to the west entrance.
Alright, sounds good. So your party continues past the siege camp and toward the western entry of the cavern. This position is also secured by a small camp, right? A small garrison waits out here from the entrance, guarding the position, has encamped it, right? And there's of course safe access into the cavern. From here, we'll go into the small scale map and get you guys, your party, ready for, of course, a dungeon delve, right? Alright, so just a moment. So it's tokens we can reuse from last time. That's it, right? Alright, so we've got a few of you on the board already. VAIEL. Do you want to equip the firewall scroll again or something else?
We're gonna do bow and open hand.
What kind of bow is it?
Comp. Pause it.
Okay. Alright, ESPESTOS. Do you want to equip the spear or something else?
Spear and shield, yeah.
Alright, sounds good. Okay, so we're gonna get some tokens for the other guys as well. I'll grab one for HELIODOR. Just a moment.
Beautiful.
Okay. So you've got a slung shield, a holstered hammer, and a sling and pouch of stones. What would you like to equip? Oh yeah, you have torches too.
I'll go ahead and put a rock in the sling, and then my other hand will hold shield.
Sounds good.
Maybe getting into the treasure now, lads.
Awesome. Alright. Next, we're gonna grab a token for BROSERIS, our newest thief. He looks like to equip a slung pole and his short bow. Maybe actually he'll take a torch. Do you have a spare torch from HELIODOR?
Alright, here you go, lad. Pulling out a belt. Cool.
Okay. Get that lit for him. Alright.
Right.
And then we've got some ODYSSEUS, heavy helmed.
What up?
Alright, what would you like to equip?
Odysseus will be, since he's second rank, I believe would be advisable to equipping without the cost.
Sounds good. Do you want to load it?
Yes.
Alright, good to go.
Okay.
And then Ares, your retainer. He's a cleric. He will equip unless you have orders for him, but it looks like he's equipping his arquebus as well.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, and then ESPESTOS, do you want to equip your shield or your bow?
We already went to me, I think, right?
Oh, do we? Yeah. You have a spear.
Yeah.
Okay. There it is.
Didn't
Yeah.
show.
Okay, so then Dale's turn. Alright, you are a magic user with a helmet. Normal helmet, so here, I have this one. Or it's random.
Oh my god.
Alright. So you've got a short bow, and when it comes to your spell book, the only difference is you only need your spell book to memorize spells, which you memorize them outside of the adventure, right? It takes an hour. But sometimes characters use, if they have multiple different spells in their book, they might not memorize any spells and would have it at the ready, so they can just read off their book. In that case, it would be more of a ritual, though. It'd take about a turn, 10 minutes to cast a spell off directly from your book, as long as you have the fatigue or the mental capacity to do so still, right? Because a magic user may only memorize, at level 1 at least, one spell per day. It takes an hour to memorize it. But if they want to read a spell off in their book, it takes a turn, right? And so, if that's a direct cast, it's more like a ritual in that case, right? So.
No.
Okay, so in this case, though, you have a spell memorized. And the nice part about memorizing a spell is, although you cannot switch the spell until the next day, you can cast it almost instantaneously. It takes only about 10 seconds compared to an hour or 10 minutes, right? It's a lot better. So spell,
Alright.
yeah, using magic, right? So, but you can equip in this case just your bow for now. It takes one free hand to cast a spell, so a bow only requires one hand to hold, and then 2 hands to fire. All right. So the party has taken some time just outside of the dungeon to prepare their crew, right? The time of the starting time of your expedition is 9:30. So we'll do, yeah, 9:30 is your start time. Torches and such were lit at 9:30. We'll take note as well. So, let's see. We'll have in the crew. Yeah, we'll just note. Torch lit at 09:30. I think we only lit one torch, right? That was
One torch is good.
Heliodor's torch. Or not Heliodor, it's BROSERIS' torch. Okay, so now the situation is your party is finished preparing. They stand outside the western cave entrance, and as you look into the cave with your magical lights and your torchlight and such, I think VAIEL has magical light, right? Let's see, so
Always.
60 feet of
Now I
magical light.
memorize continual light now, so I'll be able to cast that.
Oh my god, my eyes.
Yeah, the area is magically lit. You guys can organize your crew just before you go in, but before you go in, I'll tell you what you see from the outside. From the outside, your party sees that the entrance itself is covered in vines. But past the vines, you've got a cave tunnel continuing east for about 40 feet before you can see that there's a cavern, narrow cavern pass, right? An archway up ahead. So a narrow hole in the cave wall up ahead, right? Just before it, open bungee traps, 10-foot area west of that of the end of the tunnel, right? So the tunnel ends after 40 feet. There was a narrow hole or opening in the wall, a crack, right, that you can squeeze through. But just before you can, the 10-foot area in front of it, west of it, east of you 30 feet, is covered in open bungee traps, which are just holes in the floor with wooden stakes pointed up, right? So it's more so just hazardous or difficult terrain, right? You can avoid it by just moving carefully between the spikes, right, or the stakes in the holes, right? Otherwise, the tunnel to the east seems to be clear, right? Since the last time you were here. And of course, there might be some NPC crewmates here that were left behind who can report on any changes on the area. So we'll say maybe you see the characters, see a few of the characters. Let's see. We can say Odin and Mixon are here today. They're on shift and they're just watching the entrance, right? I'll just let you know that there are no changes, at least at the entrance, since last time we were here.
I'm just gonna say, I wasn't here like in the party, but I was here to like listen on because I'm new here, but I gotta go at this point. But thank you for letting me, like listen in and like learn a bit. I appreciate it, and I
Okay,
have to leave now.
understandable.
But thank you guys.
I appreciate you,
appreciate it.
but I've seen you do this multiple times. If you can avoid it, if you're just trying to spectate, don't interrupt the game. Really would appreciate it. If you're not playing, right?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, I only do that when I'm saying goodbye. But okay, bye.
Yeah. Either way, you shouldn't interrupt. Okay. That girl has done that multiple times. Like, no one cares, no one asked, but whatever. So. Alright, let's continue.
Damn, okay.
Well, she's done it multiple times. She's wasted like a good 2 minutes every
Yeah,
single
we
game.
know.
She seriously has done it like 6 times. It's fucking ridiculous.
Always
Like,
comes in.
like,
Like,
damn
look
it,
at me
bitch,
here,
go
I'm
away.
here, I'm here. Notice me. Like, yes, we see you. It's fine. Alright. It's just that's one of our rules. You cannot interrupt our game if you're not playing. So, let's see. Gotta be more
Yeah, she interrupt my Fallout
strict on
radio.
it. Anyway,
I'm ready to get into formation. If
yeah, let's form up
I
with a
can go
crew.
into third rank on the
You want to be in third? Sounds good.
third rank on the northern side of the third rank.
Alright, who would like to lead the expedition? Who's in the front?
I guess I am.
Alright, so Asbestos is volunteering to lead. Anyone else? We want the Berserkers up there?
My
to prod?
retainer will be right next to him.
Berserkers can prod the floor as we explore. Who would go in
And
after
I will
them?
be behind. I'll be behind, honestly.
Who's on? Oh, Asbestos? Okay.
That's my bad.
We're
Sorry.
gonna go by
I'm
Captain
forgetting. He
Names.
changes so many names so much.
Alright. Everyone okay with the marching order?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they were good.
So as you push through the vines and begin exploring to the cavern, the idea is that, for those who are not familiar, when your characters are exploring, they are carefully moving, observing, and mapping as they go, which assumes a very slow rate of movement. In this case, we're moving through explored areas, we move 3 times faster, but our usual exploration rate is based on the slowest crew members' based on the slowest party members' exploration movement rate, which is in this case 20 feet, because we have medium footmen with us. So I don't think anyone's heavy, right? No one here is a heavy footman. Actually, maybe Elf,
No, everybody's
maybe
medium.
Vail is.
No.
We'll find out. Just a moment.
Veil should be medium.
Masterwork heavy helmet, that is 10 pounds. Masterwork lamellar, that is about 10 pounds. Let's see, Masterwork heavy gambeson, it's about 10 pounds. Alright, so we're at 30 now. Short swords, 2 of them, with a sheath, that's 4 more pounds, so we're at 34. Masterwork composite bow, that's about 3 pounds, so we're at 37. Arrows and quiver, it's 2 pounds, so we're at 39. Case, it's 1 pound, so we're at 40. Up to 10 scrolls is 1 pound, so let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27 scrolls. 3 pounds worth of scrolls, so we're at 43 pounds. Clothing, we're at 47 pounds. Oh no, wait, that's 5, so 48 pounds. Satchel and torches, 49, 54. Tinderbox, 55. spell book with spells in it. 57. Alright, you're at 57. Okay, so medium footman.
It's a lot of text,
or-
but not a lot not a lot of stuff.
Yeah, because you can carry up to 60 pounds as an elf until you're a heavy footman. Because you weigh 120. Alright. So 3 more pounds and you would have been a heavy elfman, I guess, or foot elf.
Yeah, I'm making a point to stay under 60. Yeah, we good. That's why I don't have big swords. I have little swords.
Another concern is... Okay, I don't think anyone else is carrying too much except you. Yeah, everyone else should be medium or lighter. So we'll move at 60 feet per turn though, because we're moving through explored areas. So
Hey,
your crew is
laddie,
moving through an explored
think
area.
about strapping a sword on each hip, so you can pull two out and dual wield if you need to.
Alright.
Just from my years of experience being a dwarf.
So the party has explored up to some bungee traps. Nothing has happened. We've been prodding that floor carefully, observing our surroundings. We came across the crack in the walls, narrow archway opening into the next area, and you can see more bungee traps just past it, continuing for about 10 more feet. And after that, you see that just past the crack, we are able to explore into what appears to be a 20-foot squarish cavern toward the southeast. There's one exit on the eastern wall directly east of the first entrance, or your entry point from the west. In this cavern, we can see the remains of a camp to the south. We can see, we'll have a garrison here, right? These, the on shift today is about 4 of them, or 25% of them. So, the others are not on shift right now, naturally. So there's a total of 15 usually here, or I mean, manning the post, so 4 of them, or 25% of 15. It's about 3 guys here, mercenaries, who are actually at the campfire remains. They're actually using the campfire, so this campfire's putting some light. So you're approaching an area that's been lit. This door here has been repaired by them. They made a new door, so they also barred it with a plank.
Cool. I'm gonna let them know that it's about to get hot in here, and pay them. By the way, I need to pay them. So.
Alright.
Barred the door. Random stone spear hang out. Or I think this was recovered actually. We'll see. Bungee traps. Bungee traps. Lights. Right. Alright, so yeah, bungee traps, campfire here to the south. Running quite a bit of light. Actually, I think I have one. Alright. So we got like 3 mercenaries in here. And they'll say that one is or most likely they're all Mitch's mercenaries waiting for payment. So the last time they were hired on the 16th of August, currently it's the 17th, so they don't need to get paid yet, but they're just working here. Actually, anything they hunt is theirs, but their job is to just man the post and defend it.
Of course.
So you guys just got to pay their
Well,
daily
as
wages.
we walk in, I let them know.
You can pay
I
it
tell
for
them,
them,
look,
but
we're about to get into a fight.
yeah,
I mean,
they'll
I'm
help
gonna
out.
cost them some, whatever they're owed, right? And I say, it's about to get hot in here. Here's your money. You know, have a good day.
Okay, you want to pay them? These are Mitch's mercenaries.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay, if you pay them,
That's
then
fine.
they will reset the date for them. Okay.
Yeah, that's fine.
They require 1 copper of payment, so turns out you don't have any money on you, but you've got banknotes, so you'll just banknote them.
Yeah, just
It'll cost a little more
Yeah,
though. Is that fine? Just cost 4 coppers
Yeah.
instead. Okay.
just covering what we got to cover. I'll let these guys stick around just in case we don't finish this. Right?
Banknote is basically like a check. Yeah. So you give them a banknote, and they'll cash it in, get the money later. But you were set their date, their payment, at least for 3 of them. So. Or, are you paying out all the mercenaries that are that are stationed here, or just these 3?
Yeah, go ahead and just pay them all. Make it easy.
Okay. Then I'll reset the date for all of them. And in case you have to pay. See, so we did. You change the banknote to, is it 12, 15 total? So you have to change it to 17. So we only paid 4, so we'll pay 13 more. So change your banknote to 17. So couple pieces in the bank. We gotta do 13 more then. So 67 left in the bank after this. But you give them the banknote, which they'll cash in at some point. Make sure every other mercenary is paid off. They appreciate it a lot. Let's move our crew up.
And after I do that with them, I tell everybody, I say, get your range stuff. Honestly, you're up. And then I proceed to stand behind the campfire with my bow and ready.
Alright. So, yeah, you guys are getting in position. The mercenaries make some space for your crew to proceed. Right. The door is barred. You have to unbar it. So, ESPESTOS, you will set your spear and shield aside to unbar the door. BROSERIS will have his torch and pole ready to prod. But for now, he will step out of the way, allowing the shooters to move into position to open fire if need be. But yeah. So, barred doors, sun barred. Let's see.
We plan on going straight north, by the way, through that secret.
Oh, you want to go through here? North.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we've been guarding that position for a while. So, you gotta get this thing opened. To get it open, of course, naturally from here, from this side, you don't see any way to open it. It's just a cavern wall. So, I guess you'll have to just, like, fit your fingers through the crevices and pull, right? Let's see. Who's gonna be the ones opening this wall? Sliding this thing open. We can see clearly.
Would like to look for a mechanism to open the door.
Mechanism?
HELIODOR would like to look.
Do you think that there would be a button or a mechanism from this side to open the door?
I actually do, because for convenience sake, for them to leave quickly and easily,
right,
or go in, you know, I'm gonna run my hands.
Okay, you're gonna run your
hands along the wall, twisting, pushing, trying to slide, see if I can curl my fingers into any areas behind some protrusions. Gonna look for anything like that.
Alright, sounds good.
Put my fingers into crevices and force it open.
Yeah, so crevices in between the wall, in the middle of it. Alright. And Odysseus and there's not a lot of space in here, so VAIEL, you will back up, allowing Odysseus and the others to kind of back up too, I guess, from the door. As ESPESTOS is trying to force his fingers through the crevices and open this wall up, as HELIODOR is filling up the wall for any mechanism, particularly what side of the wall do you want to check? The wall indicated where the doors are, or the walls to the side of it, or something else?
I wanna check the side on the left, and then I wanna check the middle area of the door as well, where ESPESTOS is. First, I'll start where ESPESTOS is, because that's the most likely spot.
Well, he's in the way, so are you gonna ask him to move? He's busy
He
trying to
just
open
rip
the
it
wall.
open and be done with it.
Okay, I'll look at the left side while he does what he's doing. I'm not gonna argue with it.
Alright, yeah, so there was conflict of interest, right? He was like trying to open it, and then you bumped into him like, hey, let me have a look at this, right? And he's like, I'm just trying to open it, right? And you go back to the west. Yeah, there's already asbestos there, right? So if you're trying to do that and he's trying to do something, then conflict of interest, right? As they're trying to figure out the door situation, Dale, do you want to do anything else, or do you want to stand guard or something else? Or now you're just on
I'm
guard.
gonna go ahead and move behind the.
Oh no, Dale.
The
Dale's turn.
campfire to the point where I can. Oh, Dale, not Vail. My
Dale.
bad.
I would like to make a noise check real quick, just in case of something that might sneak up on us.
Do you want to listen toward the barred door, or yeah?
I would like to listen towards the.
Alright. And then as Dale is listening against that barred door, as Asbestos and Heliodor are trying to figure out the secret entrance. Odysseus, you just want to stand guard with the arquebus facing northwest, or something else?
Yeah.
Okay. Brosiris will move out of your way so you can take a better position. Ares will do the same. Vale, it's your turn. What would you like to do?
I'm going to be to the southwest of the campfire with my bow and rip,
Alright,
facing north.
just bear in mind, arquebus here, Ares is in the way, but he maybe can crouch after firing.
Yeah. Yep.
Alright.
That's the goal.
So Heliodor, you backed off, you start feeling up the wall where the vines were, right? Alright. Turns out there's something in them. Fortunately, you're not surprised. But as you start moving your fingers through the vines and the wall here, giant centipedes emerge from the vines, right? So
Ew.
about 4 of them emerge from the vines, right? So they burst out of the vines, wriggling and writhing, right? And they let's see the reaction to your character. They are hostile. They're like snapping their mandibles at you, hissing, spitting venom, right? So you're able to back off, shield and sling.
Okay.
But how would you react to them? Do you want to fight them? You want to just keep your distance or something else? They don't
I
charge
would
you.
take a fighting stance and back up with my shield and take out my warhammer.
Alright, just carefully back up on the bungee traps, or do you want to quickly back up?
Carefully. I'm not gonna step on any of them.
So if you carefully back up, right, then they have more time to react to you, right? Like they'll have a chance to bite at you. But if you quickly back up, they won't. But then you might step in a bungee trap. So what's your?
In that case,
choice?
then I'll attempt to jump over the traps, like acrobatically, just jump over them.
Jump
and get back
backwards
to
or
my
jump
feet.
forwards?
I'm jumping backwards, away
Okay.
from the centipedes.
Okay, so you jump backwards, and hopefully you're strong enough to just hop over all of them, right? So it's a maybe 5 to 10 feet leap backwards. So we'll do a force doors check, see if you're strong enough, athletic enough to do this, right? You're a dwarf, so you have shorter legs. You want to roll the dice on the dice rolls channel? You're taking a risk here.
Yes, please.
Go ahead. 1d6.
1d6.
Let's go.
First risk of the
1d6.
game. Yeah, 1d6.
Yeah.
First challenge.
Oh, sorry, my bad.
Wrong silver. Yeah,
wrong.
slash roll.
Slash roll. Hey,
D6 actual
Alright.
6.
Unfortunately, that is a fail. In fact, a miserable fail. Usually, one, low rolls on skill tests usually is good. And high rolls, especially a 6, is bad. So, yeah, you hopped back. You tried, right? You jump backwards, right? So you jump backwards, right? And, yeah, you freaking jump backwards into a bungee trap, right? So you jumped backwards. That's the, you know, it's not a running jump, it's just a stationary jump back. You hop back and you feel your feet crash or slip into one of the bungee traps. There's a 2 in 6 chance that you cut your feet against a bungee trap, right? So even though you fall into a trap or step in a trapped area, there's still a chance you avoid the stake. So it's only a 2 in 6 chance you actually manage to cut your foot on there. Otherwise, you just fall into the hole itself and not injure your foot.
Yeah.
So
go ahead and roll it for me. I trust you.
it's a trap check. Pass. Alright, so you stepped into one of the bunny traps, but you didn't cut your foot against it. You step out. Now, if you had no shoes or boots on, rubbing up against it could still cut it. But you didn't step on the stake itself. You just kind of, your foot
Yeah.
glided against it, right, as it went down in the hole. And you had shoes on, so you're fine. So it
I was
didn't
lucky.
slice against it, or get splinters or anything like that. So you step out of it, you like got into a combat stance, right? Shield in front of you in that case, right? And start spinning your sling and stones. As that's going on, of course, Ares and Odysseus had their arquebuses ready. Ares might react to what you just saw. He turned to see that, but he also noticed that ESPESTOS is forcing the doors open, right? Or the walls open. He puts his fingers in between the cracks and tries to force it. Let's see if it worked. It was not strong enough, and he starts to feel that this might be locked, right? From the other side, or barred. So, you're like prying into it, and you realize it's so, like, it's a wall, right? It's very heavy, it's unmoving. You have, like, you feel little to no chance of you being able to do this by yourself, at least, and without the proper tools, right? Sometimes you'll be able to feel like it moving. You felt nothing. You just felt your fingers against the walls digging in. That's it. So Ares, of course, noticing this, seeing that there's time, sees the giant centipedes emerge. He might do a morale check to see if he'll fire at them. He wasn't ordered to fire at them, but maybe if he fails the morale check, he'll fire anyway out of fear or out of lack of discipline, right? So he made a morale check. He passed, so he only does what he's ordered to do. He keeps his eyes focused toward the north. Does not fire at the hostile centipedes that are only warning your crew, right? They're not attacking, so they're just being hostile. They're just like hissing and writhing and such, right? I'll put them on the map just so that you guys, of course, remember that they're there, but they are not a current threat, right? They're just warning us because we are messing with their home, right? So we don't have to fight them if we don't want to, right? We should probably if we want some extra money, but at the risk of course, a combat. Okay, this oh, there it is. Okay.
Ooh.
I think I rolled those 4 of them total. Giant centipedes. Alright. As that was going on, DAEL was carefully listening against that eastern door. It was barred. He put his ear against it. He had to listen. Basically, the idea is when you do a listens check, you'll hear anything that is making noise behind the door. But sometimes, something is trying to move quietly and carefully, and there's a chance you might still be able to hear them. Right. More importantly, when you do a listen to doors check, not only will you might know if there's something there, but you might figure out how far they are or their position based on the sound. So DAEL did a listens doors check in this very moment, and at that very moment, he heard well, and he heard nothing directly behind the door, but something perhaps in the distance, right? He heard maybe something about far in the distance, echoing behind the door, 60 foot away. He thinks he heard some distant, like, banging, right? Echoing down the cavern. Maybe toward the northeast side of the door. Giving us an idea of where movement might be. Where sounds are coming from. So again, listens doors check. Basically, you can hear everything kind of already making noise behind it. And chances to hear something quiet directly behind the door. But more importantly, it's going to tell you any actual loud noises behind the door from a distance, right? He heard some noises 60 feet away, right? It was loud enough to reach this point, right? So an echoing, banging sound. Maybe a door. It sounded like metal clinking against stone or something, right? Some loud bang in the distance 60 feet away from the door. As DAEL was listening to this, right, or heard this, he can report it, he can act on it, on that information, or he can just at least keep that in mind so that the crew knows that there's something to the east. BROSERIS, he was with his pole and torch. He set the pole again, or he slung his pole and set the torch down, I suppose, and prepare for a combat. So he got his bow out, more than likely. His short bow. Alright, actually he'll just keep the torch up for now, but short bow in hand. Since we're not exploring at the moment. VAIEL, it's back to you. So, you've been carefully, of course, on guard, watching the crew try to get that door open. You notice, of course, the monsters, sort of vines. Anything you want to do on your turn?
I announce to everybody, I say bar the door, because we unbarred it earlier, right? So I tell him to bar the door, and then I tell everybody fire synchronously on the, what do you call it? The centipedes. So essentially, when I shoot, everybody else needs to shoot, and we'll eliminate all 4 of them in one sweep.
Okay. And Odysseus. Right now it's let me get our indicator. Right now it is you for turn 940. You guys just kind of stood guard, so it's turn 941 now. VAIEL is explaining his plan. He like steps forward and has mentioned to the crew that he wants everyone to line up to fire at the centipedes, and someone should bar that door. What would you like to do for turn 941? The second turn. Okay, bar the door first. Alright. HELIODOR for turn 941. For turn 940, you jumped back from the vines after trying to touch them, right? For turn 941, which is your second turn, do you want to open fire, or do you want to get into position to fire, or something else?
I'm just gonna make sure I'm not blocking anyone's way. I'm ready to fire on the command of VAIEL.
On VAIEL's command. Alright, sounds good. VAIEL, you don't really have a good spot at the moment, but if Ares or HELIODOR crouch after firing, you'll be able to fire. So you might not take. You might have to order them to fire first, then, right? Because you're further back.
Yeah, that's all I do. So I just tell them to fire, and then I fire right after they fire.
Alright. You tell them both to fire now?
Upon the centipede. Yeah, that's fine.
While these two are busy barring the door? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, we're going to be able to take them out, but we'll be fine.
Yeah. Alright, so for turn 941, we end up engaging in combat. ESPESTOS, did you want to do anything for turn 941? You failed to open the door last turn.
Swing my shield and drop my spear, pull a bow, a short bow, and launch an arrow. Well, lock an arrow. I'll launch it. Lock an arrow, and wait till they fire.
What kind of bow do you have?
Short bow.
Okay. DAEL, as Odysseus is barring the door, do you want to get into position to fire? Or something else?
I would not try. Wait. Yeah, I would like to get into position to fire.
So you can
Just in case.
You can stay where you're at, and if ESPESTOS crouches, you can fire over him after he fires his first round. Or you can fire. You can move into position to fire in the first wave. If you move to the southwest, you'll to line up and fire at the same time as everyone else. Otherwise, you'll be the second group of firing, or the second firing squad. If you're behind ESPESTOS, does that make sense?
I'll be the second firing squad just in case that the special misses.
Alright, in the meantime, as Odysseus is barring that door, BROSERIS moved up, and he set his torch at his feet, takes aim, and prepares to fire. So at turn 942, we can open fire. So everyone gets in position and begins the combat. First round of combat, everyone took aim and opened fire. Speak up if you're against it, but the party's acting now. So we'll start with HELIODOR, right? The centipedes are just, hostile, warning you guys, just making their presence known, right, from the vines. They've got some concealment, so they're in the vines. They're low. They're not exactly like out of the vines anymore. They went back inside, but we can kind of see them, I suppose, right? And we'll see them after we fire for sure. So they went back into the vines naturally. We'll fire at what little line of fire we've got on them, because we can kind of see some of them. Like at least half of them are still visible, right? Even in between the vines, but the others are maybe fully covered. All right, you've got a miss. I forgot to change your name. Just a second. Just realized your name is still unchanged. Alright. So HELIODOR opened fire, he missed. Ares will open fire as well. Let's see. firing the arquebus. He lands a hit on one of the concealed or covered enemies, right? It's half concealed. Despite their cover, despite all that, Ares lands a hit. It is a small creature. It says no armor, so an arquebus deals a lot of fucking damage. Let's see. I think it's a 2d12.
Yeah, it's 2d12. But you gotta reload it.
Let me double check. Arquebus 2d12. In this case, it's 4d12 though. So it's yeah, he killed one clearly. So I'm not even gonna roll. Right? It's not. No need. So he shot one dead. Right. And BROSERIS opened fire as well. See if he can land a hit. Possible misfire. Yeah. He lands a miss. Actually, let's go over his bonuses and penalties. He might still get a kill. So we know we scored an 8. We'll start with all bonuses. He's firing at short range, so we're at 9.
Be right back.
He has a backstab bonus, so it's 13. He's firing into their back, so that's 17. Bless you, by the way. The area is dimly lit due to our magical light is actually supposed to be dim. So in that case, -2. So went from 17 to 15. The monster is small, so it went to 11. And it's concealed, so it went to 7. So yeah, he missed. Asbestos' turn. Firing to hit. Do you want to use the bot, or do you want to use the tabletop or something else?
Tabletop.
Alright, here's your roll. Scored a 9. We'll go over bonuses and penalties for you. So you're at short range +1, so we're at 10. You're firing from... we'll say you're firing from... Okay, so you got night vision, or we have a night vision penalty, or I mean dim lighting penalty. So we went from 10 to 8. You're firing at the rear, so you went all the way to 12, but then they're small, so it went back to 8. They're also concealed. This one's half concealed, so you went to 6. So yeah, and then of course your dexterity bonus, which is little to none. Alright, yeah, so you misfire. They're too small and they also have cover, right? So naturally hitting such a small target is pretty difficult through the vines. So 3 misses so far. 1 hit. Let me track ammunition. I keep forgetting to track ammo. So HELIODOR at 29 rounds. And then let's see. Ares is at 9 bullets. BROSERIS has 9 arrows. ESPESTOS has 9 arrows as well. Okay. Second line of fire. So the first group crouches after that. Speak up if you don't want to crouch, but it is that HELIODOR, Ares, BROSERIS, and ESPESTOS would crouch, allowing VAIEL and DAEL and ODYSSEUS to fire, right? Because we all waited for ODYSSEUS to finish barring the door, it looked like. So starting with VAIEL, firing the composite bow. Do you want to use the bot or the tabletop?
I'm driving, dude.
Okay. Scored an 8 to hit. And bonuses, starting with your own bonuses. You have a dex bonus of +3, so we're at 11. You have a +2 from your fighting skill, your THACO. So we're at 13 to hit now. Your composite bow is masterwork, so we're at 14. Your arrows, are you using the masterwork arrows or just normal arrows? Or I think you only have masterwork ones.
Masterwork's fine.
So we're at 15 now. Let's go over the other combat bonuses and penalties. we're at 16 for short range. We are at 14 due to dim lighting.
I'm an elf. It's not a thing.
Oh, right. Good call. Okay. We are at, so we're at 16 still then. And then we are at a 20 due to firing at their back, the rear, right? Technically their back is to us as they're hanging on the walls. So, yeah, you're at 20 now to hit. And then it's a smaller creature, so -4 to hit. So we're at 16. And it's also half concealed. So we're at 14. 14 against armor class of, I think, 7. So it's a hit. You land the hit. And I don't think there's any need to roll damage. You should auto kill it. You shot one dead.
Yeah. They're tiny.
There's 2 left who were covered and concealed because they went inside the vines or into the cracks in the wall. And they're going to make a morale check to see if they're going to emerge from the wall and fight back or if they're going to stay hidden and cower away. You roll the 7 for the morale check, which I think is a pass. I'll double check. Morale score of 9. Yeah, that's pass. So they all fight. 2 giant centipedes emerge from the wall, ready to fight. Right as VAIEL shot that one, but we still have 2 more shooters, ODYSSEUS and DAEL, right? So as those ones are shot dead, the other 2 emerge from the wall. ODYSSEUS, you took aim with your arquebus and fired at them. Let's see.
Yeah.
So here comes your shot. Are you gonna use the bot or something? Or are you gonna use your own dice?
Roll for me.
Okay, tabletop sounds good. You scored a 17. I'm sure that's a hit though. With bonuses and penalties, that should hit. No need to check in this case when you roll high enough like this. All right, arquebus hits and blasts one dead for sure. Right.
Damn.
Instantly. So 2 explosive rounds go off. Right. By the way, those count as a noise check. So then, therefore, to see if there's a wandering monster nearby, and then see if it reacts to the noise you made. So, for the noise check. So, is there a monster nearby? No. So there's no reaction to the gunfire. DAEL fired a short bow at the last one. Let's see if he get his first kill in the game. Oh wait, DAEL, do you want to use the tabletop or you want to use the bot or your own dice?
You do it.
Okay. Rolling. Not 20'd. Alright. Perfect shot. Yeah. You are an
Tommy's
amazing
first
shot.
combat roll was a critical.
Not
That's
20.
wild.
Alright, so you actually get a deal a ton of damage. 46 damage. Which is more than enough to kill it. It only has 1 to 4 hit points. You did 13. You obliterated that thing in the wall, right? He popped out of the vines and you shot him clean in half, right, with your shot, right? His head straight into the other wall, right? So, good job. Our first combat concluded and we're victorious. This is considered a level 1 encounter for centipedes. Usually centipedes are level 0 encounters, but I rolled twice their numbers, so it's fair. Alright, battle's won. Technically we already won the game if you guys want to go home and cash out. Otherwise we can keep playing and keep trying to make more profit.
We
Alright.
continue.
So the first enemy group has been killed. By the way, we are at 2 hours of game time, so we'll take a small halftime break and then we'll continue. So I'll see you guys in 5 minutes.
Alright, so here's what we're gonna do. Everybody get back into your positions, reload your guns, all that good stuff. Honestly, I'm gonna cast knock on that to pop that thing off, then you open it again. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Alright, while you open it, you better get the fuck out of the way of that door. When you open that door, pull both doors, like just sling them open and get out of the fucking way. If you have to, like, just hit the floor. Because if there's a bunch of people over there, it's gonna be shit, right? It's gonna suck. So with me being behind them, I can cast sleep if I have to.
Imagine being kobolds with guns.
They have guns, yeah. So it's gonna take me a turn to cast. So once you sling that open, you know what I mean? I'm gonna start casting. The guns are gonna go off. They duck. I cast.
Okay.
That being
I
said,
could
we are
have
very packed in,
Oh,
and there's still a sound from our east, which I suspect is our guys. But if it's not, then that's going to be a problem.
yeah, we're going to be fucked in both ways if Odin and the other is still there.
We're in a really, really shitty position. All of us crammed in this room.
Yeah. One grenade.
I'd really like somebody to be to our east,
I could look out from the east side.
or not east, to our west. My bad.
Or, yeah, west.
I'd prefer somebody goes over there. So that's the plan. Everybody understand what's going to happen?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
No.
If things go south, we leave. All right. The mercs can die. I don't give a fuck about them. So
He said, "Fuck you, I'm out."
Fuck you. Fuck you. Go kill yourself. This ain't my problem anymore.
well, your first hit's in that 20. That's fucking wild, dog.
Yeah, what the fuck? I thought for the use of that point a beast. What the fuck? A damn centipede?
Hey, I mean, that was a pretty easy
Nice.
kill. That was a pretty easy
Yeah, thank
My
you.
first combat, I died.
Nat 20.
Yeah, you did.
You see.
Beautiful.
Like, immediately.
But we're gonna go to this first door. Depending on if it's clear or not, we continue to the next door. I'm gonna use my feet for that though. Trap.
Alright.
Anyway, get ready
This
for
one's likely
shooting.
trap too. Okay, so don't run through the fucking door when you're in it. So chances are there's gonna be a grenade there, like if they rigged it, right? So how many squares is it from the door, like to the back wall?
2 squares? Or less?
Oh shit.
Yeah,
Okay.
10 feet.
So
I
all
think
right,
it's
scratch what I just said. Here's what we're gonna do.
4 feet.
Everybody.
No.
Everybody
squares.
needs to essentially clear the room. Alright? And I'm going to cast Knock, which will unlock the door, and then I have my thief open.
Okay.
Everybody cool with that?
4 squares. Yeah, it's 4 squares from the door.
4 squares. Alright, so. Yeah, that means everybody's in traveling range of the grenade. So we need to evacuate the room. All of us are dead otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
If we're in a fucking shitty, then I might use magic missile if you guys want me to.
If we get into a situation where you need to, absolutely, you'll know. If there's more than, say, I'd say 7 of them, then absolutely cast that magic missile. I mean, cast it anytime you want. We're kind of low on game time anyhow, so get your kill.
Get less.
Do you have sleep?
But yeah, I run double sleep.
Alright.
Yeah.
So that's what we're gonna do. Everybody understand? So we need to all go back into the hallway, go over the traps or whatever, and then we're gonna do. I'll stay in the room. I'll use knock, and then we'll have my thief open the door. Everybody cool with that? And after that, it's up to you guys to clear the room. I go to the back. The thief moves out of the way. You guys do your job. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
Alright.
Luckily, the door is open outward, so we can stay under or behind cover.
Yeah,
Behind the
and
doors.
I did get a noise check behind the door. Only one sound appeared.
Well, that sound could be a lot of things. The way he described it, it could be either our teammates or it could be a, painful enemy. It could be a lot of stuff.
Could be anything, but
I suspect it's mercs.
yeah.
Alright. Gentlemen, your break is over. Let's get back into it. Left of your crew finishing their hunt against the giant centipedes in the chamber with them, which were hidden in the vines that Heliodor had messed with, right? And he discovered the bugs in there. But now it's the next turn. It's 9:42. Turn 9:42. What is our move from here?
I tell everybody out of the room to the west.
Okay, so Vale's like, let's get moving to the west, right? And is anyone in your party not moving to the west? Alright, so Heliodor, Ares are first to leave.
Still have my warhammer and my shield in the meantime.
Okay, so as you're moving out, you're gonna switch weapons.
Yeah, I think I've got a warhammer of some kind.
Alright, so our party's moving toward the west, clearing the chamber.
They will be staying in there, by the way.
Okay. Vale stays back in the chamber as the rest of you fall back carefully outside of the chamber. Alright. And the Vale, you're still in there. The mercenaries are in here too.
Yep, Vale and my thief will be in there, and I cast knock on that northern door.
Knock, okay. So you're using your knock, your memorized knock
Scroll.
spell or scroll? Yeah.
I have a scroll, yeah.
Okay.
I haven't memorized knock yet. I need to, but it is what it is.
Alright, let's have a look. So the knock spell allows you for 1 round up to 60 feet open stuck or barred or locked doors, gates, chests, and so forth, including magically held doors and secret doors, but they must be known to the caster. Alright. Where do you want to stand when you cast a spell? Is your current position fine? Directly south of the door? Southwest?
I want to be all the way in the corner and then cast it.
The
southwest, southeast.
southeast. Okay. Mercenaries will be on guard with missiles ready to fire. But they notice you're about to open into a combat, so they expect you to get hazard pay for this, right? And they ask if they should call upon the other mercenaries, right, to take position.
I tell him, I said, what do you want? Like, how much you want? What's your hazard pay? Is it double?
It's double and a share of the spoils, right? So they'll be paid like retainers. They wouldn't just take 2 coppers and actually, yeah.
I tell him, I said, we'll handle it. Don't even worry about it.
Should they leave the room?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So they'll before you cast, then they say, hold up, right? And they unbar this door and make their way out into the other room, right? And they bar it, or they just close it. They don't bar it. They just shut the door.
That's fine.
Explain the
I
situation.
trust they have that side covered. Alright.
Okay, so yeah, on your own, you cast knock on the door, right? And
Correct.
this of course opens it. You hit it with the knock spell. The door rattles and bangs. You feel there's a supernatural force that unbars it, right? So you can hear like wood splintering from the other side, unbarring it, supernaturally, right? So it splinters the door, shakes it and rattles it, and then the door doesn't, because it's a door. The door opens into our chamber because of that. It doesn't like blow open or anything, right? I think it just opens it. So therefore, it just like it hits the door really hard, and then the door kind of like softly or gently starts to kind of creep open, yeah, into our chamber, but doesn't like fly open because it was an oak spell. So, all right, so therefore it's more like that. So it just kind of you hit it with magical force, and then it kind of opens up just barely from the blast. All right, but you clearly broke the bar behind it.
Yeah.
And as it opens up, let's see how the enemy will then react to your crew. So, reaction. Immediate attack. So they were ready for us. So as soon as the door was unbarred, the enemy immediately, of course, decided to open fire with sling and stones, right? Stones come flying out as ready actions, and they suppress this area, right? They hit the door, they go between the doors into the chamber, but they're just hurling stones down at the very moment. Check the garrison. Alright, position consists of, or actually this is going to be Is it Kobold? Guarded position. It's not a patrol. This is outpost. Alright. Be 6260 then. Alright, so that's 60 tens. Alright, it is manned by currently 29 kobolds. Right. Or at least this position is supposed to be supposedly manned by. We don't actually know that, but they know that. The dice have told us. So we don't know where they are, but there's probably around a whole horde of them in there.
Alright. And then right after that door creaks open, you just hear me yell, "You're up!"
Just a moment.
Just wait for what the fuck? What the fuck?
We got this.
That's not too bad.
We definitely got this.
I will sleep.
Kobolds are easy.
Holy shit.
Should be, that's 25 already. 4 more.
I cast a fireball, but I get everybody killed, so.
Alright, so they start off with opening fire. They just immediately fire at the wall. Roughly 10 stones hit that wall in that 10 seconds time. So, or hit the doors, go in between. So we can react. We're going into a combat. So, let's see. Combat started at 9:44. Every round is 10 seconds passing. Okay, so starting with VAIEL. What's your first move?
I'm gonna go ahead and re-equip my bow.
It's equipped.
How you bow?
Yeah, you already have
I
it.
gotta cast a scroll.
Oh, yeah,
okay,
scroll.
So,
Okay. Yeah, you're right.
yeah, because it takes 2 hands, so I just pick it back up, right?
Yeah, it was on the floor. You just quickly grabbed it. As you pick
Yep.
up your bow,
And
what's
then
your
I
next
just
move?
aim down the crack and just loose a bow. It's the first thing I see.
Okay, so you move into
So it should
position.
be able to sneak right at an angle.
Right. And as you're moving into position through the are you trying to open that door up, or are you just stepping to look through the
No,
crack?
I'm just shooting straight in the crack.
All right. So
Yeah.
as VAIEL is moving to position to fire, as the position is being lit up, right? Odysseus, what's your move?
Simple. Well, have they reloaded?
Yes, you're reloaded.
Good, good.
Okay, you just stand there.
Considering the commotion that's happening to the east, I should probably get ready for that.
What do you do to get ready?
Head east.
Okay. Yeah, I was asking your action, and telling me that you're getting ready doesn't tell me
Yeah,
anything.
sorry, no
Alright.
problem.
How far east do you want to move? You can move up to 20 feet per round. Is that medium footman?
Just to the door area.
Alright, if you want to be careful with
Not
your
that
movement,
close.
you gotta move only 10 feet. So if you don't want to step in any bungee traps,
Yeah,
move
there.
10.
That's what I'm doing, to there.
Alright, so DAEL, as you notice, Odysseus figuring things out, a little hesitant. He's trying to move up to the doorway in between the bungee traps carefully. Do you want to just follow him or something else? We're at a choke point right now, so there's not much we can do.
I'll this and follow him.
Alright. The rest of the crew back here. Realizing there's not much you can do back here, are you guys just on standby, or does anyone want to try anything else? Just to make this
I
quicker.
want to equip my.
Go ahead. You said what?
Said I want to equip my spirit shield.
Okay. So just to speed things up, I'll give you guys a turn if there's any reactions, but otherwise we might do like group turns, right? So what your group does. But of course, if everyone likes to do something different, then I'll make sure you all have your own turn, right?
So here is what I'm going to do, DM.
Right.
As soon as they get up there, I'm going to start casting sleep, and then they're going to open the door, and I'm asleep as long as I'm not hit.
Okay,
Hold
well,
everybody.
you can't explain this plan to them because you're in the middle of combat.
Oh yeah.
If you want to talk
my bad,
about it,
right,
it's gonna
sorry.
take your turn. So,
Yeah,
for one thing,
my bad.
you move into position and you get shot at, and you're yelling to the crew what you want them to do. You're like, "Hey, right, get into position. I'm gonna cast sleep, right?" And you're yelling that, right? They can hear you. Maybe 20% understand that you're about to cast sleep on them. They might take positions accordingly, right? But as soon as you step in position to fire, you take fire because they have ready action to fire on you as soon as you appear. So at least two of them probably will fire on you as soon as you step in position. At least the first one will get the drop on you. The next one you have a chance to fire back, right? As the first one crouches. But yeah, you would take a position behind the fire. You would get fired upon. This guy would roll a hit. All right, rolling.
Natural.
Scored a 9. Let's go over bonuses and penalties. All right, bonuses. As you move into the position, he has almost absolutely no bonuses. Okay. Actually, he has a penalty, in fact. There's an open fire here, creating bright light. So, I think he has a penalty in daylight, for sure. Bright light should be fine, actually. So, let's see. Yeah. Daylight right here. Okay, it's not daylight. It's fire. Okay, yeah, no bonuses, only penalties. Okay, so penalties include the fact that you're concealed by fire, for one thing, and smoke, which gives you concealment, which I'll give you a -2 bonus to that. So, your AC, which we'll have to double check, actually. You have a heavy masterwork helmet, which is 2. Lamellar, +1 masterwork, which is also 2. And then Gamson masterwork heavy, which is 1. So we're at 5 so far bonus. And then dexterity bonus, which is 3. So that's 8 total. Okay, you should have AC 1. Alright, so only a 19 or an 18 or higher might land a hit. Okay, so like I said, he rolled a 9 and only had penalties, I think, so he missed. Let's see. The second guy, of course, opened fire as well, but you were able to return fire at that same time. And as the first stone went past you, a second stone comes sailing your way as you're firing back at them with your composite bow. So rolling a hit, we'll do initiative between you and him. You score 4 initiative. Clearly you won. Oh no, he got a 6, but then you have a +3. So yeah, you're a fast shooter. You stepped into the doorway. As a stone goes past you, you fire back at them, returning fire. Right, you land a hit, and you'll deal double damage to a target. Let's see. Alright, so your combustible is D8 damage. So you auto kill, actually. There's no need to roll. So you auto kill one with your hit. The other one rolls the hit as well. Scores a 16. And with only penalties, it's a miss, right? So they both misfire. That one hit your armor, right? Bounces off your lamellar cuirass, right? Felt it, but weren't injured by it in any way. Alright, second combat round. Vale, do you want to just continue firing at them or something else?
Until they get into position, I will continue firing, yes.
Alright. So for the second round, you're going to continue firing. Does it have reposition on it? Alright, so yeah. Odysseus, for round 2, do you want to just stand in the doorway still or something else?
No, I want to get my ass in gear before he actually dies. Keep moving west and
Moving west?
not west, east. Sorry, I mixed up the two areas. Yeah. Yeah, over there.
You have up to 20 feet of movement, but 10 feet if you want to be careful and not step in a bungee trap. So, 10 feet east.
Is it possible to crawl around that corner? So east to south?
Southeast? Okay.
Yeah.
Carefully,
Southeast.
you creep around the corner, get into the chamber. Dale, is Odysseus advancing? You want to advance with him or something else?
Yes, I will advance.
But Broseris is doing the same. Asbestos, do you want to advance with him or something else?
I want to advance and move up to the door that's up there. To the door.
Alright, as soon as there's space, you shall do so. Heliodor, you gonna advance with him or something else?
I'd actually like just to go cover the exit. I want to see if I can hear anyone. Oh, we've already got people there. Okay, never mind. Then I'm staying where I'm at.
Remember, outside has been secured, right? We besieged them, right? So the entrance is always going to be secure.
Oh, okay.
Right. We wouldn't enter if it wasn't
If
secure. So.
Okay, I'll go up with the group then. Yeah.
Right. Some people will be guarding the entrance, but there's nothing to guard against because it's friendlies. So. Let's see. Yeah, we're not, behind enemy lines. We're moving against enemy lines, right? So, behind us is friendlies. So, all right. During that combat round, this is combat round 2. VAIEL continued to return fire as he received fire. He has a very high initiative against the enemy. Yeah, he won. So he clearly fired again before they could return fire. Scored a hit, auto kill. So auto kills another one. They returned fire. At least one of them did. Missed. Yeah, some of them start pouring in through the crack, right? So these are melee kobolds. He starts pouring in. Pouring in, right? Half of them should be missiles, half of them should be melee. So I should probably indicate that somehow. Let's see. Alright. Next time. Yeah, I'll
use two different images.
Yeah, I'll just indicate with two different types of kobolds. So these are melee kobolds. And I'll do that real quick over here. 5.
Bang bang.
Oh fuck. Right. There. There. And then same with these.
My
We'll do like
blinker stick just broke. What the fuck?
That's weird.
It's not supposed to do that. Hey, you're not supposed to bend that way. Bro, the background noise.
Who the fuck is playing Plants vs. Zombies?
Brody, please mute, bro.
So yeah. They're pouring out now. They're starting to pour out. They move up to 20 feet at running speed. So their starting position was somewhere behind the door, so they would run in. They wouldn't. Yeah, they run in this round. And so as you were firing, they poured out. This guy comes charging your way with a javelin. This guy charges into Odysseus.
Oh, I'm fine.
Yeah, as you see them pour out, you carefully moved in, and you see one moving at you, and you can return fire immediately. But you moved this round, so
Yeah.
it would be a movement fire, right? So you move to fire. So in that case, you would turn, see him at the last second, and then fire. Technically, it
Let's
wasn't
make
an
sure you
aimed
have
shot;
no
it was a
hit.
moving shot. So if you move and fire, so if you're moving the entire round, then you fire.
Yeah, I move and fire.
Yeah, movement and firing is not as stable, so it's a -4 penalty typically. If you move and fire. Let's see.
I didn't see what you rolled, but okay. I want to re-roll that.
No, we didn't roll yet, so we're rolling right now. It's come pouring out. Score
Okay.
6. You want to use your reroll for the game?
Yeah.
Forgot to assign your rolls, but yeah, as a Grognard, you get a reroll, a choice roll, and a fudge roll per game. So I'll give you those right now. Then I'll give that to Vale too. Let's see. Reroll, choice roll, fudge roll, which you can use throughout this game. Only you two have it, I think. Alright, so you're expending your reroll right now to land a hit on this game.
Yeah.
2. Alright, you missed. You want to use your choice roll?
My what now?
Your choice roll. So if
Choice
you roll a
roll.
choice roll, basically, you roll again, and you get to choose between your results. So between the 6 and the 2, and an additional roll,
No,
you
we're
can
not
pick.
used to get on this motherfucker.
Okay, so it's just a reroll, but allows you to pick between this roll and the last roll you just did. So, which is a reroll, you have to take the new
We're
result.
not using that now.
All right, so you'll just take the L, right, miss, or do you want to use your fudge?
I'll take the L.
Okay, so he
And
charged you.
probably hit his friend behind the door.
Right, so they came pouring out. Right, as Vale was firing, as we were moving in, they were moving. They weren't just waiting for us to move in; they were also simultaneously pouring out. Right, as they returned fire on Vale, as Vale fired, these guys came pouring out. Right after, naturally, they were lined up. We didn't see their movement because there was a door, right, technically, and all that. So anyway, like as you guys were moving, they were moving, and Vale and them were firing, and they came pouring out. They met us head on into melee. So this guy goes in melees. Odysseus, this guy does the same. So, seeing that you're, are you a heavy armor? Odysseus? No, you're light. You're pretty light armor. They're just gonna go for normal attacks against you. So we'll try to do normal attacks against you. And they both land hits. Yeah. They both land a hit, but they do half damage, right? Then they have D4 damage. So, divided by 2. Because they're small. And they don't have fighting skill against you, since you are higher hit die. So 1 damage and 2 damage. So you took 7, or you're at 7 hit points left. You took 3 damage total, right? So you ran in there with your arquebus. You fired the gun, right? Boom! Big explosion went off, hits the door instead. They came charging you, all right, going around the bungee traps, moving in, and jabbing at you with javelins and dagger, right? And they both landed a hit. One jabbed your gut with a javelin. One hit your leg with a dagger, right, or your behind your knee, right, going for the joints. Let's see. So you've been lightly wounded. That none of them went too deep, right? Maybe a small cut or pinch or bruise. Right. This other one here came charging in. So this one charged at Vale. So the starting position was here or behind the door. So he charged in 5, 10, 15, 20, all the way to Vale's flank. As Vale's in the midst of firing, he sees this guy, right? He loses a shot at the start of the round, and then for the remainder of the round, he can defend against this guy as he's maybe switching to a melee weapon, right? So Vale, realizing an enemy moves into melee with you, you could attempt to point blank shoot him in the following round, or you can switch weapons, right?
I'm just drop the bow and slash and dash, baby.
All right, so yeah. Throughout this round, I saw you, of course, at the start of the round, aim and then fire, and of course, as you did that, you saw this guy coming toward you, so you didn't just stand there. You saw him coming, and you were able to move back away, right, get out of his range. So you saw him, right? So you fired and then you moved.
Pull out both my short swords, just
Injure your
double grab
swords.
and get ready to kill his ass.
Right, because you don't just stand there, right, after shooting. So you drop the bow, and you took out your swords.
Got a +1 on that normal.
Okay. So you've got your short swords out. You backed up into the corner. He came around. He couldn't reach you then. Same with this guy, because you already backed up. So if the moving and firing is not good, but movement and then fire is okay. If you like move half your speed and then fire. We'll see. As long as you're able to take time to aim and fire. or stand still and fire. Let's see. So they all moved there. This guy started position was he gets like here. This guy poured in. Got like maybe, or he would have moved around the bunny traps, and then of course DAEL, you would have had a chance to shoot at them too as they poured out. So DAEL, you see this guy pouring out, and you're able to like move in and open fire on him as he poured out. So here's a shot from DAEL. DAEL, go ahead and roll. Do you want to use the tabletop, or do you want to use your own dice, or
Good.
tabletop? Okay. Here's your shot. You scored a 14. With bonuses and penalties, let's make sure you get that hit. There's a chance you might miss actually, because he's small. Because he's small, you got a -4 penalty. But then he's getting flanked by you, so went from a 14 to a 10 to a 12. Short range, we're at 13. High ground because you're taller than him. He's on the lower end, so we're at 14. Visibility is good, and that's everything. Yeah, so you're at 14 to hit, 14 to hit, and you should auto kill him, but let me double check the damage. So you got a short bow. It deals a d6 against a smaller creature. It's 2d6. All right, so you should auto kill it. Yeah, 6 damage is more than enough. He only has 1 to 4 hit points. So that one shot dead by you, but as you shot him dead, no one poured out and closed the distance on you. Right, so he ran up to you. So as that one died, he like jumped over and started running toward you, but he couldn't reach you. And as he gets close to you, you can switch weapons. Do you want to switch to melee, or do you want to just get ready to point blank shoot him?
I'll go for melee.
Okay. So in melee, you'll just be able to like kick at him because you don't have a melee weapon yet. Punch and kick, or you can try to use an arrow, or you can just use your bare hands and grapple him.
I'll fucking pick him into one of the bungee traps.
Into a bungee trap? Okay, sounds good. Then you can like step out of the doorway, so that allows BROSERIS in, and BROSERIS steps in, dropping his torch, and he dropped his torch on the way in, and he took aim with his bow and fired at that next guy. Right. Nat 20'd him, so auto killed him. A third one came pouring out. And of course, at that point, BROSERIS took a knee right after he shot, allowing the next shooter, let's say Ares, to step forward and fire. Right, so he had his rifle ready, opened fire with an arquebus, landed a miss, so went into the barred door. Then Ares would crouch right after that, and if we had another shooter, they could fire. But unfortunately, these guys decided to switch to melee. So, all right, so they can't fire.
Dudes at the back, switch to melee.
Yeah, melee good at the front, maybe not so much at the back. Alright.
I had already switched to melee.
And the next following, now we're going to round 3 of combat. So, we'll just separate the combats by area, starting with this area here, just make it quicker. So, VAIEL, you got these two guys charging you, right? You just have your swords ready to slice through them.
Pretty much just gonna slice through both of them if I can.
Okay. Yep, you can do a 2-weapon fighting, right? Half effective, but still. They're so weak that it should be effective still. Alright, so they came charging you.
I mean, I have a magical short sword, so.
Yeah, here's your first attack. Your weapon, or let's check reach or initiative, because you both are using small weapons. So, just slice at your arm, you're slicing at him. You rolled a 14 to hit. He rolled a 17 to hit, but when it came to initiative, you had a 7 initiative, he had a 3 initiative, so your weapon went right before he could get that 17. And so therefore your short sword landed a hit and auto killed him, right? So the magical sword just ripped right through him. Right, so if you missed, he would have had a chance to hit you. Your second weapon, of course, offhanded, you swing at him. You scored a 4, and he scored a 7.
Reroll
So
that.
you want to reroll? Okay.
Yeah.
Here's your reroll. Scored a 17. So he came running at you, and you easily sliced right through
Wait,
him like butter. Right.
Damn.
Don't need a roll, because even though you deal half damage, you get double because he's smaller, so it's just a d6. And then plus you have fighting skill. So 2d6, yeah, there's no fucking need to roll damage. You slice right through them. They're 2e. These are level 0 monsters. So you're level 3. They should have no match against you. Or they stand like no chance, right? You're a high level in a low level dungeon, so. Alright.
Yeah. As soon
Easily
as we can,
slit through them.
this whole area's over.
Yeah. So they charge. They're being cut to pieces and bits. Odysseus in the following round right now, right? We're in round 3. You're in close quarters with 2 of them who managed to jab you with their weapons. In retaliation, do you want to switch to melee? Right? And start hacking at them?
But if I use the arquebus as a melee weapon,
You could.
does it? Nah.
You want to?
Right. I ain't got my mace. I got a spear and a shield, so I'll be using that.
Okay, so you want to use your spear and shield, you said?
Yeah. I ain't got anything else for him.
Okay, so I'll say as they were jabbing you last round, right, in close quarters, you drop the arquebus to the ground, and you reach for your melee weapons.
Is it not a slung?
Oh yeah, it's long, so you're fine. In that case, yeah, you reach for your spear and your shield. Good call. And as they were jabbing you last round, and so now you're countering the attack. But because your weapon is large in a close quarter space, they automatically win initiative, right? So they have first strike, and here comes the first guy. He comes jabbing at you with his javelin in close quarters.
Yeah.
Scores a 9, and he's doing a push. He's pushing against you, like he's running his javelin into you. So when it comes to like combat maneuvers, right? Pushing gives him a +2 to hit as he pushes against you into like a grapple almost. Running his javelin into you. You're forced back into the wall as he's pushing against you with his javelin. He's also got, let's see, he has no other bonuses, yeah, so just that pushing bonus. Okay, let's see if he can hit. He scored a
I
9.
have a penalty. I have a penalty earlier. They can't see in bright light.
No. Yeah, that was wrong. So it's daylight where they get a penalty. So, all right. So he failed to hit anyway. He scored an 11, which I think you have an armor class of. Let's see, Odysseus. Heavy helmet. So that's 1, 2 from the heavy gamson. All right. So you should have armor class 7. Slash.
The shield.
If the shield's equipped and you're defending yourself, which you are, it would be armor class 6 in that case. But
Okay.
yeah, so you're blocking with your shield. So you have armor class 6. So he missed. He scored an 11, so that's clearly a miss. They have a Thaco. Their Thaco's low. They have like a pretty low Thaco, I think. See, Kobolds attack as hit dice, move. I think they attack as normal man, so they have a -1 penalty to hit. Alright, this guy here with a 14. He's also pushing against you with his dagger, so he's like moving into very close quarters with you, pushing up against you, pushing you into the wall and trying to run his dagger through you. And therefore, let's see. He's able to. Let's see. So he's pushing you, pushing hard against you. Okay, so plus. I think this is a +2. That's it. Yeah. So, but then penalty of -1. So he lands a hit against armor class 6. He got 2 damage against you. So you're up against the wall. You block one with your shield, while the other one, of course, moves under your shield and continues jabbing his dagger in between, in between the gap in your, or right behind your knee. He's like he's holding on your leg and then using his other hand to run or jab his dagger through the back of your knee, right into your leg. So you feel him stabbing at your joint there. You feel that blade freaking and stabbing.
You're fucking disabled motherfucker.
Yeah, he's cutting deep into your leg. You took 2 more damage, so you're at 5 hits, right? You can feel the pain. So now you're actually starting to be wounded.
I'm gonna get this off.
Yeah, you've already brought you to 50% health or hits. And as that was happening, Dale, you could shoot this next guy here who's charging you guys. So. Alright. So Dale's firing. Okay, so Dale, you want me to roll on the table for you? Or do you want to use the bot?
Roll on the tape.
Okay, so here's your next shot. So you see another one charging. He's going for you, actually. He's like running at you full speed. You fire the shot. You scored an 8. We'll check bonuses and penalties. He's small, so you're at a 4 now. +1 for close range, you're at 5. Your dexterity penalty is -1, so you're at 4. So yeah, you misfire. So with all bonuses and penalties, I'm sure you missed. BROSERIS tries to save you, right? So you crouch, you fire while crouched, and BROSERIS does the same. Same target. I think he also missed. Alright, so we gotta rely on... Oh, Ares is reloading. So Ares is reloading his arquebus. So yeah, he charged. And between you and BROSERIS, you know, he carefully moved over the bungee traps because he was already in the chamber from last round. So he carefully maneuvers between them, just like quickly moves over or between the bungee traps with a club in hand. And actually, I'm going to do a random target between you and BROSERIS. We'll do odds is BROSERIS, evens is DAEL, right? So evens is DAEL. So he moved in carefully and swung at DAEL with his club, spiked club. Lands a hit and smashes DAEL's head in for 1 damage, fortunately. So he only hit you in the you like took you just got done firing, right? And you kind of try to block with your bow, but then he hits your hand, right, as you're blocking. And then at close quarters here, see, we just got done firing, right? So we took aim, we fired. We got half a round left. So BROSERIS might switch to melee. Let's see. I don't know if he has a melee weapon, so I don't think so. So yeah, takes like half a round to knock, and then aim and loose. Yeah. All right. Sometimes we knock and aim and loose prior to the round, so we fire at the start of the round. So let's see. That second got poured in. We knocked, aimed, loosed, missed. He moved up, swung, and hit. The other two, at this point, Asbestos, I think, no, you're still too far away. Do you want to just keep waiting there, or do you want to switch weapons?
I want to
We're
tell
choked up.
Ares to move back so I can move in.
Okay. Yeah, so Ares, of course, realizing he was reloading, right? So he like quickly stepped back to finish reloading, and you stepped in with your spear and shield to stab at that last kobold over and past DAEL, right? He just got done hitting DAEL's hand. So you stepped up, overhead, stab, down onto the kobold. Rolling on the table if that's okay. Let's see. And that's a hit. And I'm sure you auto-killed him.
Nice.
Yeah. The minimum damage you can deal in this case is like 4. So, auto-killed. So you auto-kill that guy. Stab right through his face. The enemy are slowly and quickly, or no, quickly dwindling in numbers now. The shooters also moved up. Right. So as all that melee was going on, the shooters have actually entered the chamber and have prepared firing lines, right?
I would have started casting sleep.
In the next round you could. Let's see.
Okay.
Alright, it's the next round now, so VAIEL, you finish cutting down these 2 kobolds in front of you. If you want, you can drop your swords, to begin casting a spell.
Yeah, I'll drop the single sword and start casting my.
The memorized sleep spell you've got, right? Okay. So you drop one of your
Yeah, I got
swords,
two
the
memorized
normal
sleeves. I always have.
sword. Short sword falls. Remember to recover it later. Let's see.
I get the bow and sword later. As long as somebody protects me, I should be able to finish it off. We should be out of here.
Alright, so we lost the bow so far, and we lost the normal sword. But you're about to cast a spell on them. And then Odysseus, as VAIEL is in the midst of casting, you're in melee still with like 2 of them. Oh yeah, you didn't get. Did you get attack them last round? I think I forgot.
I didn't get an attack last round, I think.
Here's your attack. Do you want to use the tabletop or do you want to use the bot?
Tabletop, you roll for me, mate.
Alright, you managed to slash through them, scoring an 11 a hit with penalties applied. They have a -4 penalty, or -4 penalty to hit them because they're small. So hard to hit but easy to kill, alright? So, yeah, you missed. So they dodged your attack easily, right? And then, of course, it's the next round now, so you want to just keep slashing away with your spear at close range? Or pushing and stabbing?
I want to keep slashing away with my spear.
Okay. Yeah, you can push against them, right? So, let's see. Fighting push allows you to
well, I mean,
force
it's a
them back.
defensive position currently because nothing can get up behind me.
Okay, just hold your position, back against the wall, shield in front of you, spear, slashing, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you still full defend with your spear, shield, opening only just to stab and slash, and then quickly blocking again. So as you're doing that, they are just continually stabbing and bashing at you. Okay. And VAIEL is in the midst of casting, so we'll do your guys' conflict real quick. Then DAEL can help out in a moment. So as these guys start pouring in, here comes they have initiative automatically since they're small and close range. I mean,
Wouldn't they be moving too?
Moving?
Yeah, they'd be moving out there as this. So we would have negative.
What? Where are they moving? Or why are they moving?
Out of the door to get to the. Never mind. I'm stupid.
No, we're doing these two first, right? We're just like going section.
Yeah, that's why I said I'm stupid. You're good.
Okay. Alright. Yeah. Just try not to interrupt. Let's see. Alright, Odysseus. It's your turn. These guys are slashing at you with their weapons. We'll see if they hit. 1 missed for sure. 1 hit, most likely. It's a 12. He has a bonus because you're larger than him. And then, of course, that's a 16 then. +2. Yeah, I forgot to apply that bonus, but small enemies have a bonus against larger enemies. Alright, so he manages to hit you. But it's half damage, of course. So he jabs you again for half damage. That's 2 damage. He's still stabbing into the back of your leg, just constantly. 3 stabs in the back of your leg already, right? You're like on your knees at that point, like feeling the pain. It's really starting to hurt. You're getting close to death, right? Just from this kobold that stabbed you 3 times in the leg. It's like, why aren't you not dying, right? I'm stabbing you, right? So, and he continues to stab you. Let's see. And then, of course, you retaliate with your spear. You counter the attack. You failed to hit. Do you want to use your choice roll?
I'm gonna use the fucking fudge for a nat 20 at this point. I'm not risking death.
You fudge it for a nat 20, you auto hit, and you auto kill one of them. You want to auto kill the knee stabber or the javelin thruster?
The knee stabber, because I'm not losing my leg.
He was sawing your leg off for like 3 rounds.
Go for the gut and just insult him.
Get like 3 little holes in your leg now. Okay. Little jabs. They didn't get deep enough into his leg. Not until he's at 0 or negative hit points. So just cuts, small cuts on your leg, 3 small cuts.
As 20 hit points. Nah.
No, not with the spear at this range. You don't have. It's not a. Yeah.
I know. Just one of them.
Yep. Got 1 kill. Just slashed right through him with your spear at close range. As you were cutting that one through, DAEL with his short bow can fire at the horde that poured out, and this group that poured out actually took position to fire So they took aim. They are firing actually. So VAIEL or DAEL, you can fire at them as well. So let's see, DAEL. As you fire upon them, you want to fire at the ones still entering, the ones directly east of you, or the ones southeast of you, who have cover from the first ones. So the easiest to hit are the ones directly east of you.
Oh.
You just want to fire at them. They ran out, they took position, and are taking aim. They're about to fire upon our crew, including you.
I'll go ahead.
You want to just return fire?
Fire the ones.
But you're about to get
Yeah,
fired
return
upon, so
fire.
you might want to retreat or take cover or maybe advance, right? So they're about to open fire.
Could it be possible for me to grab one of the corpses and use it as shield?
Yeah, sure. So instead of firing this round, you'll grab at one of the kobolds near you and use it as a shield, right? So have some cover at least. Because you're about to take fire. It's better to do this. Let them, dish the damage, and you'll be defensive this round since you're about to take fire. BROSERIS will do the same. He sees what you're doing. Actually, there's no corpses close enough to him. So his best form of cover is just to return fire. So he's returning fire. And then ESPESTOS stuck behind these two shooters. You want to just keep standing there? Ares is like, I'm ready to fire.
I want to move forward and crouch with my shield up.
There's no space for you to move forward. There's two guys in the way. You want to push them out of the way? They're both crouched, so you can easily run through them, but then that would interrupt their move, right? They would be shoved to the side.
I'll show one to the north. Up a little bit more.
I can't understand you. You're mumbling.
Oh, I saw the ones in the north move forward a little bit.
Move toward the north?
No, to the east.
Okay, so you're going to just push east, right? Through your guys.
No, I'm asking them to move.
Oh, you're telling them to move east. Okay. Okay, so, yeah, ESPESTOS, you're like saying, you're telling them to move east at this point, right? As they are, but DAEL is of course busy taking cover behind a corpse, and BROSERIS is returning fire as he's being fired upon. So you're saying, move east, right? And as you're saying move east, they're taking fire, right? And Ares is like, hey, let me take a shot. And HELIODOR, in the meantime, what are you up to?
Well, I've got my shield and my warhammer, so if and I'm not really doing anything, I can't do much. I've just got my shield up. I gotta wait for the room to clear.
All right, all good. Okay, so we'll start with over here. This is round 4. VAIEL is trying to cast a spell, but before he can cast it, these guys light him up with stones, right? They moved into position to the chamber. They all saw him in the midst of casting. They started shooting stones at him. So one first stone shooter, or 3 stone shooters on VAIEL. Alright, miss, and 12 is also a miss. So yeah, you're very vulnerable when you're casting a spell. So let me double check if that's a hit or not. So 12, they get a +4 because they're small, so that's a 16. And you're in the middle of casting, so you're considered to be susceptible. So we're at should be at see 20 then. Missiles. Casting magic. Where's the casting magic rules?
Sorry, man.
Alright. Magic is prone to melee and halved against. Or prone. Yeah. Okay. So we are in the middle of casting, therefore we're very vulnerable. We're at a 20 so far. Let me check any penalties they have. They have a short range bonus.
What did I miss?
What was that?
What did I miss? Like,
We're seeing if one can hit you. They scored a 12, and we're adding their bonuses to hit.
Oh,
Alright, so because he's smaller, he has a +4. Right, he's attacking a larger creature. He deals half damage, but has a higher chance to hit because you're a lot bigger of a target. You have concealment. The fire and smoke gives you concealment. That's right. That's where that came in earlier. So it's a -2 penalty to his shot. So he went from 21 to 19. So it's a hit. Alright, so damage. It's just a half damage. 1d4 divided by 2. 2 damage and interrupts your spell cast. So you're in the middle of casting and it goes off. Middle, right? It fizzes out. So you lost one of your sleep spells. So you have no cover. Or no one's covering you while you're casting. Alright. You took 2 damage, so you're at 18 hits. So it's little to no damage, but it interrupted your ability to cast, right? You felt impact, which interrupted your spell cast, right? Your stone hit you right in the gut, or at some weak point, like, yeah, maybe in the kneecap or something, right? It caused you to trip up. This next shooter here fired at a DC, or no, there's no line of fire there. He would fire at DAEL. Yeah, fires at DAEL. Who grabbed the corpse to take cover behind using this Kobold has some cover. It gives him like -2 cover. Right, maybe reduces some damage too if he's hit. That's a misfire. So he survives 1 shot. Here comes another shooter. This shooter will fire either BROSERIS or DAEL. We're gonna do random. So, alright, it's DAEL. And BROSERIS is returning fire also. But here's his initiative. We'll do an individual. Alright, he got the shot off before the enemy could. He landed that hit. Probably got that kill as well. So he shot this one dead before he could take fire. This one came stepping out with a slinging stone as well. Took aim and fired at ODYSSEUS from the flank. With bonuses and penalties applied, that's a hit. And the damage is half. So 1 damage. So BROSERIS says you're being stabbed. He took another point of damage. A stone just hit you in the helm. Right? So you're like concussed slightly. But you're starting to really feel it. You're at 2 hit points left.
Yeah, kinda noticed.
Let's see. And these guys are still stuck in there. They haven't been able to push up yet. But the battle seems to be on... I mean, no, we haven't suffered any casualties yet. Only they have. But they think... They're still confident.
Well, we're talking about it.
Alright. Back to VAIEL, right? Do you want to keep trying to cast your spell or something else? You have enemies shooting stones at you.
I would have gotten hit halfway through that round, right?
You did get hit.
Like halfway through the round, not at the end. So I could have just started casting again because I have it ready. As long as there's no melee on me, I'll just go ahead and try to cast again. Just send it. Why not? Because if I can get it off, we win.
Yeah. If you don't get hit this round, you'll be able to get it off. Alright, so you'll try casting again?
Go ahead.
Okay. ODYSSEUS, you still got melee with you. Enemy melee. Do you want to keep fighting in melee or something else?
I ain't got much of a choice here, because if I don't, I die.
Okay, yep. I mean, you either defend, you can try to retreat. But in this case, you'll stand your ground and keep fighting. Yeah. DAEL.
Yeah, but everyone is clearly standing over in the fucking corner. I ain't got nowhere to retreat.
I'm trying to get down there.
Dungeon Master, can HELIODOR yell something during his turn?
On your turn. It's not your turn yet.
I'm a master.
I'll keep fighting the fucking kobold, or whatever the fuck it is at this point.
Okay. So, we know what the DC is doing for this next turn. We know what VAIL's doing for this next turn. DAEL, it's your turn. Do you want to keep hiding behind the kobold or something else? DAEL.
Oh, shit. Sorry.
You're good.
Uh,
Yeah. You want to hide behind the kobold still, or you want to drop it and return fire, or something else?
I'll try to help out Gold.
And bear in mind, last
Golden
round,
Tower.
Asbestos told you to advance, right? He's like, move east! Alright.
Oh, okay.
Do you want to move east?
I'll
instead?
still be holding on to the corpse, but I'll be going forward
Your bow's on the ground, by the way.
What's his shield?
You had to drop the bow to grab the corpse. So short bow's on the floor. That's your short bow, by the way.
Hold on. Can you move the screen to the side so I can see the rest of the room? Oh, okay. This could be a risky play. I'll throw the corpse at the person that's exiting the room, and I'll pick up my bow.
Throw the corpse to the person entering the room? Asbestos?
Yeah, No, no, no.
Oh.
Bro, the fuck?
The kobold?
The enemy.
Okay, so it takes a round to throw the kobold, right? So you're holding onto it, and you're gonna try to haul him over, because each round is 10 seconds. So you'll try to throw a whole ass kobold at another kobold, right? For this round.
Throw him across the room like I throw him like he owes me money.
Yeah, it might take like half the round. So with the other half of the round, you want to move? You want to advance?
Yeah. I'll try going a bit forward.
Okay. Sounds good. BROSERIS. Let's see. BROSERIS is just gonna keep returning fire. He dropped his torch earlier, right? So torch should be on the ground. Let's see. Oh shit.
Dale said, fuck that guy in particular.
It's half the radius on the floor. Alright, so BROSERIS dropped his torch and it's continuing to return fire, right? He's firing. He heard Asbestos actually give orders to advance, so let me see if he reacts to that. If he passes, because he belongs to... He's a retainer of geese, right? So, yeah. If he passes the morale check, then he will listen to Asbestos based on Geese's leadership, right? But if he fails, he's gonna do his own thing, which is continue firing at the enemy from where he's at. Alright, he listens to you. There's discipline in him. So, he respects your leadership despite you not being his immediate command, right? And he follows your orders. So he moves east. He takes he moves up to he moves up east along the wall here with his bow before firing again, allowing Asbestos to finally enter the room, right? And squeeze kind of past him and DAEL. So Asbestos, you're able to move in with your spear and start stabbing at the nearest enemies, right? So you can like charge forward and stab this next kobold, who is backing up.
I'll take on the guy taking on Odysseus.
Okay, try to kill. Yeah, so go help Odysseus. I think DAEL's about to try to do that too. So, you're trying to move in. DAEL's trying to move as well. No, he's trying to throw a corpse. Yeah, he's throwing a corpse. Okay, as he's throwing a corpse, Ares is... Or HELIODOR, do you want to move up next, or do you want Ares to move up? He's like, I can fire my arquebus.
No, I wanna go in there and just try and get straight into melee combat.
Okay, so you go first. Alright, so what actually happens is we'll start with let's start the round off with typically any immediate melee. So there is melee. So Odysseus and this guy here are still slashing away at each other. Slashing and defending, so attack and defend. Right, he goes on to attack, or we'll do initiative first. So Odysseus initiative 5, his initiative 3, so he starts on the defensive. So he tries to block Odysseus' attack. Here comes Odysseus' attack with his spear. He missed. Oh no, wait, Odysseus automatically loses initiative. He has a spear. That's right. So your spear is too long, right, in this close quarters. So you kind of like, still hold it close to the point or the head of the spear to slash it like a normal weapon or like a dagger or sword. So you hold it close to the spearhead and start slashing away or stabbing away as this guy here continues to stab away with his smaller and lighter and closer weapon, which is in this case a javelin. He landed a miss with bonuses and penalties applied.
Oh,
Odysseus You land, I think you land a hit. So penalty of -4, but then with all bonuses, should still hit. So you finally cut this guy down before your friends can get here, right? So you slashed him. Yeah, you slashed him dead finally. So he stabbed at you with the javelin. You kicked him away and stabbed him with your spear, or slashed him with your spear. Cut him dead. And then as you did that, Dale, of course, just grabbed, or still holding his kobold, throws it across the room as kobolds pour in, right? And tries to throw it at them. And we'll do a force doors check to see how far he can throw it. For surely, at default, maybe up to 5 feet. But if he passes force doors, maybe 10 feet. Alright, he failed that. But it is a kobold, so it's a lot lighter. So we'll say 10 feet. So he threw it up to 10 feet. Right, it doesn't hit any kobolds, but it was a thrown object. So he threw the kobold at them. This guy came moving in with a sling and stone spinning. And as soon as that happened, of course, he moved in and fired a sling and stone at... he returned fire at Dale. So as the kobold came flying toward him, the flying kobold offered you some cover, though. So a flying object toward him kind of made it hard for him to see you and fire as he returned fire. Still, he lands a hit. Yeah, went right past the thrown kobold into Dale and caused Dale 1 damage. Dale's getting very lucky. He's been
Holy shit.
hit though. He's got 3 hit points left. Okay, so you're hit. Most magic users only have 2 hit points, but Dale's pretty tough for a magic user. As that guy loosed his shot, another one poured in. These are all shooter kobolds. And as he poured in, of course, BROSERIS moved up with his bow and saw the guy pouring in, or stepping in. He loosed a shot on him immediately at point blank, kind of 5 feet away. Shot him, right? 5 feet of distance, shot him, hit him, killed him. Probably instant tap, right? So another one poured out, and as best as you stepped into the chamber, right? You saw that Odysseus dealt with his, so you can stab this next guy. You can run your spear through him. If you want, I'll allow you to. This is a lineup where you can maybe skewer through 2, but at the cost of half damage on both, right?
Yeah.
Want to do it? Skewer them both. They're lined up for a perfect lineup. All right, so you'll do that. You're a fighter. You have fighting skill, so it shouldn't matter anyway, as long as you can land a hit on both. So the first guy, you missed him. So you came charging with your spear. You missed the first guy. Maybe the second guy you hit. With bonuses and penalties applied, this is a difficult call, so I'm gonna check the numbers. This is the flank, so +2, we're at 21. This is a push, so +2, we're at, or no, you're not in melee yet. Push only happens in melee. This is a, yeah, so +2 for sure, so we're at 21. But then penalties, he's smaller, so we're at 17 to hit. I think that's the only penalty. So 17's the hit. Oh no, and cover. He has cover from this guy, right? The hole has body in the way.
Oh.
So 17 went to 13, roughly, or yeah, and therefore you still hit. He has armor class like 7. So went past the first guy, right, and your spear went into the second guy, causing more than enough damage, I'm sure. Right, spear is a D6, fighting skill is 2d6, and smaller creature 46, but half of that because you split your damage just now. Alright, still kill. Yeah, instant tap. Alright, so went past the first guy, right? Like, came running into him. And went past him with, it came running, stabbed, right? You stopped and thrust your spear forward, went past this guy into the second guy instead. As that happened, of course, HELIODOR was able to pour in as well. Full speed, looking for a target. So I would say if you want ESPESTOS, as you hear HELIODOR step in, you like stabbed, and then you can step to the side, allowing HELIODOR to take on the last guy. Yeah. You came running in, you gave your stab. This guy, of course, is a melee kobold. He actually swung at you as you moved around, right? So you stabbed, and you step to the side as he swings his own weapon at you. He moves in and slashes you with a dagger, lands a hit on you, and cuts you for 1 damage. Yeah, just nicked you. So you stab past him. He jabs up into your armpit. This guy jabs your armpit. Right, so you're at 3 hits left after getting your armpit jabbed. But then another guy, one of your friendlies came in, Heliodor, came charging in with his hammer and swinging on him. So Heliodor, do you want to use the bot or tabletop or your own dice?
Yeah. I'll use the bot. I'm gonna try and smash his head like a pumpkin.
Go for it. Hit. Alright, you probably instant tapped him, but go ahead and roll damage if you want anyway. It's in this case 2d6 with that a warhammer, yeah. Alright. Clearly, 3 times over. He caved his head into his torso. So you got a kill there. But another one came pouring out right after. For Heliodor, it looks like. So as you smashed the guy's head in, another one came out and jabbed you with a javelin. Scored a miss, fortunately. And then you heard a yell behind you, Arquebus guy. He says like, "Get down!" Right?
I step out of. I get down. Yeah.
And you took a knee right after, and he fires the arquebus into that guy's face. Nat 1. Alright.
Oh,
There's a chance he shot you in the back of the head, Heliodor. There's a chance he shot you in the back of the head. Nat 1's an automatic failure.
Oh,
Alright. So, usually it's automatic miss, and only a malfunction that affects him. But, in this case, because it's a Nat 1, which, you know, incredible failure, there's a chance that, in this case, yeah, there's a chance that his gun explodes, right? And therefore it could injure everyone around him, right? So, weapon malfunction, right? Mainly it might affect him. So, for surely, we'll do a 2 in 6 chance his gun explodes, right? Like a trap. Otherwise, it's just a weapon. Okay, yep. So his gun exploded, right? In his hands. Therefore, the arquebus will go off and do damage to him. Not you. You're fine. Because you were not in his line of fire because you didn't just stand there. He fired over your head, so there was no chance for him to shoot you in the back of the head. But he blew up his own hands, possibly. So it went off. He's gonna take the arquebus damage as subdual, and it targets his hands, right? Maybe his face a little bit. But naturally, it should auto blow up his hands, right? So, or the firing hand. He will lose a few fingers for sure. Let's see, because the arquebus deals 2d12 damage, right? So he took 16 points of subdual damage, which brings him directly to 0. Makes a saving throw versus death to stay conscious. He is a thief, right? Or cleric. Yeah, he's a cleric. So
the cleric, if he survives, he would.
Alright, he stays conscious because clerics have 11 for saving throws versus death. So he's still conscious, he falls over, right? Or like staggers back into the wall, and he's missing fingers, right? It's a hand injury. He's got a disability. He also gets a level drain. Let's see.
He's level 1. How are you gonna level drain him?
To level 0. Okay, so Z0. In this case, we'll say his dexterity gets penalized. Because it's affecting his hand. So he gets a level drain. So
it's already low.
in this case, we'll bring it to 50%. So it went to 4 dexterity. And yeah, he blew off a few fingers, right? So he's missing fingers. So notes. He's not bleeding because it's subdual damage. So it's a little bit of bleeding, but he won't die from this injury. Bandages would help keep it from getting infected, but yeah. Notes is missing a few fingers, right? Like 3 fingers came off his firing hand. So the gun is also broken.
And we now know why I never use guns.
I've only used the gun once.
Missing a few right fingers. This is new disability.
One thing's
Right.
for sure, I'm never standing in front of a gun again.
It's pretty dangerous, yeah. Firing a gun right over someone's head. So, let's see. Alright, yeah, he blew off some fingers. Yeah,
What?
and he's
At
disabled.
least he didn't die.
Yeah, anything
He's
to do with
not
the hand.
unconscious, right?
Yeah, he's fine. He's
Still
conscious
alive.
though. He's just looking at his hands, right, in disbelief that that just happened, right? The arquebus had a major malfunction. Maybe he didn't load it right or something, right? Something went wrong. Slung, broken, arquebus. Okay, so he tried to help, but fucking bad luck, right?
He poured too much powder in, I think, when he
probably.
loaded it.
That's more than likely, yeah. Too much primer and powder.
Catastrophic
Okay.
malfunction.
He double
that-
loaded that bitch.
Yeah, he thought he was gonna do something cool, but instead he just blew off his hand. And on their side, they're probably laughing, right? If they had a dungeon master, they're like, "The fuck." All right. Anyway, as all that was going off, all that melee and missiles, we have to conclude these guys. These guys never had a chance to take an action yet. So including VAIEL, he was casting a spell. So as all that was going off, these two here were firing at Asbestos as he was in the midst of fighting and slashing away and all that. They flanked him. One got a hit, the other one missed. The one hit as you were in the midst of battle, Asbestos. One landed a hit in your flank, dealing 2 damage. Remember, they do 50% damage, so you're fine. You got 1 hit left. Right, so right, felt an impact on your side. Right, so you're in the middle of cutting down kobolds, and one stone just hit you in the side of the head. Right, and you're like in a daze. As that was happening, of course, we had this one kobold as well. I'd say he fired at Asbestos too. Oh, no, those are the shooters. This guy's a melee. Yeah, so 2 shooters already. This guy moved to Asbestos and stabbed at him.
Well,
Missed.
fuck me in particular, I guess.
And these two here fire at VAIEL as he's in the midst of casting. 1 hit. So, damage. Spells interrupted. VAIEL, another impact, right? A heavy stone hits you, sending you into the wall. Right? A sling stone. 1 damage. Naturally, you just tanked it, but it still stunned you, right? It still affects you.
Ethan,
Right.
would it be possible for me to take that hit?
Oh, you want to intercept, like cover him with your body?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, sure. So you saw the stone coming, or right after you cut off your kobold, you moved and covered VAIEL, right? You like jumped to cover VAIEL, and yeah, you blocked. Yeah, in that case, you'll take the hit then. I'll
Thank
let take
you.
the hit. Alright, so the spell will go off, and Odysseus will take the hit, so 1 damage.
I'll live.
You're at 1 hit point. Spell goes
I
off.
said I'll live. I said
Yeah.
I wouldn't be a lot. I said I wouldn't be in any.
You guys hear the door closing behind the final wave of at least the rallying enemy that came out to fight you off. So those doors closed. They're probably gonna close the doors again, but we'll see. They came out with a new bar. It sounds like, or we don't know that, but they're coming out with another bar to bar this door. Anyway,
Keep the
VAIEL's
fucking
spell
door
went off.
open. I'm casting another sleep. No, I'm kidding.
Keep the door open.
That's
Right.
crazy.
We gotta make progress. So we let them shut that door. We have basically made no progress but kills. Continue dwindling their numbers.
I want to keep the fucking door open. I want to kill him. I'm fucking
3.
blood rushing right here.
Alright, so you got 3. Your intelligence affects it, so it went to 6. Therefore, 6
I'm
are
gonna fudge at the
affected.
max, dog.
You want to fudge? Okay. Yeah, I'll spend your fudge for the game.
Thank God.
Yeah, okay.
Alright.
Thank VAIEL.
All are
One of them
affected.
could have opened the door too, DM. One of them could have opened the door, and I could have hit all them in there too,
1,
right?
2, 3. They weren't gonna open it. They were gonna close it. Oh, one of your guys, one of your friendlies. Yeah, they could have opened it on their turn.
Yeah.
I'd say maybe BROSERIS, right? He shot his bow at one, but then he couldn't open it anyway because HELIODOR's in the way. So, let's see.
Could have been a big
He
win.
swung. Alright,
Alright,
anyway,
we got this. We got this.
what was I gonna do? I was gonna roll the dice, right? For how many that I put to sleep. Out of the remaining 6 that remain in the chamber with us, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Out of these 6, let's see if any of them make the save. They all failed. They all went to sleep.
Yes.
They're hit by magical slumber. So you hit them with magical slumber, they fall over on top of each other, right? They're like hit by this magical, supernatural, mental force, and they're like in a daze, right? They grab at their heads and they try to stay awake, but they just fall on their knees and crash to the deck asleep. So you knocked 6 of them out with the sleep spell, and then the last, you can like hear the other enemies like charging the door, grabbing on it and pulling it shut. Now if they're trying to pull it shut, Heliodor, Asbestos, BROSERIS, you can rush and try to keep that door from shutting if you want.
No.
It's the melee kobold
Let it-
actually. Let him shut it.
Open it. Open it. Open it.
I'm casting
Heli-
another sleep.
Yeah,
Another sleep goal and
Heliodor
casting.
is going in there. He's
Pull that
he's
shit
swinging
open.
the doorway with his shield and hammer. He's gonna take a swing at something.
You're out of
He's
sleep
standing in
spells, by the way. You're only at
I got a scroll. I
You
got
got
a
a scroll.
scroll.
Okay.
Okay, I'll open the door then.
Alright, so Asbestos
Open
tries
it.
to pull. Okay, so we'll put Heliodor and Asbestos on this door. BROSERIS and DAEL on this door. Is that fine? And then Odysseus, you can protect VAIEL as he's casting.
Oh, in that room.
I'm gonna cast myself.
You're gonna cast
No, I'm
yourself.
still gonna stand in front of Vale.
Okay.
I'm gonna be casting Cure Light Wounds on my own ass because
Oh, yeah.
I'm almost dead.
Good idea. So as they pull the door open, the enemy try to keep it closed, but they are no match compared to our strength, right? We're a lot stronger and bigger. So we're pulling that door free, like they're hanging on the wall trying to keep it from opening, but we, with all our might, right? 2 guys on this door, outmatched 2 kobolds on that door. Same with this door. 2 kobolds versus 2 men, automatically the kobolds would lose, right? And then this one last kobold came charging, like he wasn't holding that door, he just came bursting out full speed, charged, right, with a javelin in hand, and Odysseus was casting Cure Light Wounds on himself in the meantime. But as he was casting, this kobold came charging you, you were susceptible, right? Because you're in the middle of casting. So you're easier to hit. And he scored a 10 plus 4 for, of course, being smaller than you, and then plus 4 because you're susceptible. You're prone to a melee, right? And while you're casting, so 18. He hits you in the middle of your cast. Unless there was someone to cover
Well, I'm
you.
dead.
But let's see. Yeah, DAEL was in the middle pulling the door open as it was getting pouring out, right? You could stop mid cast and block if you want. So you would automatically just fail your spell, and you wouldn't get the penalty then, right? You could just like automatically stop casting. Therefore, he wouldn't get a plus 4 to hit. Make sense? He'd get the plus 4 for being small,
I'm
but
gonna block. Yeah,
Alright,
I
full
am gonna
defense.
block because clearly nobody here actually has the balls to save me, evidently.
yeah, they were busy opening the doors. And as that happened, he didn't just watch them open doors. He had a plan. He burst out trying to stab at whatever he could, and he stabbed at you. Being as vulnerable as you looked, but then you stopped being vulnerable as soon as you got too close. You stopped casting, you blocked with your shield. In that case, he scored a 14 to hit. And then, of course, he's doing a push against you. He's pushing into you. So it's a plus 2 in melee. So 16 to hit against your armor, which you are blocking right now. Your armor class would be armor class 6 here. I think he still hits, yeah. Yeah, he still should hit. Alright, the damage is
I'm dead
1.
on the he rolled a
1d.
1.
If I roll a 1, you survive, possibly, right? You're just injured.
Yeah.
It's 1 damage. It's meant to be. You're still in. But you're damaged heavily, right? That's a disabling. That would have been a kill shot, right? So, possibly. If you get hit, you know, I have the death rules right here. So, death below 0 hit points.
Yeah.
At 0 hit points, gain disability, drain a level, and save versus death to remain conscious. You only bleed if it wasn't subdual damage. It was not subdual damage. It was normal damage. So, disability is -4 until healed. So if subdued, no bleeding. Save versus death until 10 to your... Yeah, so you are bleeding. You're stabbed. He's trying to... His intent is to kill. You're at 0 of 10 hits now. Yeah, you probably should have cure lighted wounds in a safer place. You risked yourself for VAIEL. VAIEL was in the middle of casting a spell, which was another sleep scroll, right? He stowed his sword, took out a scroll and started casting sleep. You protected him so he could cast sleep, and you might have been the MVP, right? So you at least prevented him from getting stabbed himself. The enemy ended up disabling you, though. You suffer a level drain. So that means you go down to C2.
Ooh.
And you drop to the minimum required to be level 2, which is 15. Alright. And
Actually, Gary, I'm back at square one.
you also
Great.
get a level or an ability score drain. And in this case, he stabbed at you. He chose to stab at your kneecap and decided to drain your dexterity score. It went to 5. Right. So, not very dexterous or reactive anymore. He stabs through your knee, blood spurting out, or maybe into your knee, up into your leg, right? So, because he understabbed, he stabbed from lower. So, into your knee and into your leg. Alright, it's a bad stab overall. You have a disability. Let me add it to your notes. So, disabilities. Disabilities. Or no, he went for... Yeah, he just went for your leg, pretty much. Like your thigh. So, punctured leg. It's bleeding out, so you need a
I
tourniquet.
should have done this blue one.
Punctured...
Either way, you'll lose a leg. What the fuck?
Alright, so you're downed. Right, that leg is disabled. You're at -4 penalties to anything you try to do because you're disabled. At least involving your leg, which is almost anything, right? A lot of things involve your leg except mental stuff, right? But physical stuff, you need your legs, right? To do a lot of physical things. So you stabbed your leg, blood is spurting, and you pulled out, blood is spurting everywhere. And our guys, you know, they were pulling that door open. These guys let go because they realized, you know, they were being pulled into the chamber, and they immediately, of course, let go and start moving into melee. So naturally, DAEL, you would back away. BROSERIS would prepare to fire as he rounded the corner. This guy would round the corner, BROSERIS would let go and fired at him. He fucking missed. So he came moving at came around, and I'll roll his target. It's either Odysseus or DAEL as he came out. Alright, it's a DAEL. So he went around toward DAEL.
Fuck you.
So he stepped around the door and swung a spiked club into DAEL. And DAEL, you can defend yourself in melee. So he swung and missed, fortunately. So you kicked him, right? You kicked him and you try to like kick him onto a bungee trap or something, right? So here's your chance to hit him. You hit him. So he came at you, swung his club.
Yes.
You like dodged it and you kicked at him and kicked him into the door and kicked him into a bungee trap. So possibly collateral damage, right? So the kick itself dealt like 1 damage, of course, plus your strength if you have any. Which DAEL has, like, I don't know if he has strength. He has 0 strength adjustment. But yeah, he gets kicked into a bungee trap area, so he gets a saving throw or a trap check against bungee trap. He stepped into it, but not into the stake. So he's tripped up a little bit, slowed, but he didn't take any damage from that. So he stepped into a bungee trap, but didn't get hurt. He took 1 damage. Let's see if that was, and you do double damage because you're bigger, actually. So you get 2 damage default, and only had 1 hit point left. So you kicked him pretty hard. He's in a daze, right? Like he's like you basically kicked the kid because all these guys are 3 feet tall, right? So like you almost caved it in his chest from that single kick, right? So yeah, he's small as fuck. They're midgets. And then as that guy gets his chest caved in by a kick, a single man's kick, another one poured out. HELIODOR, you're to like step toward the side, let Asbestos take this guy with the spear, and then you can take the next one. So he stopped holding the door, grabbed your weapons, because you guys had to drop your weapons to open the door. So you grabbed your weapons as he steps in, drawing his own weapon, and your hammer has way more, or the spear and hammer have way more reach than their daggers and such, right? So spear guy goes, here's a special stab. Speak if you want to roll your own dice, otherwise I'll just roll at default. Just speed things up. Specials, here's your stab. You missed, sadly. You flanked, but you missed. And he came moving in toward HELIODOR, but HELIODOR swung his hammer before he could get too close. Landed a hit, caved him in, right? The other one came pouring out toward HELIODOR as well. That one managed to...
HELIODOR also
hit Heliodor.
Can Heliodor also, as that one's moving to go towards Heliodor, can Heliodor also stand closer to Odysseus so that both those goblins may attack him?
Kobolds?
Kobolds, yeah. Basically, I'm trying to make it so that Odysseus won't get hit by the
next one?
two
Oh, yeah, you
goblins.
moved up like this, yeah. Okay. So directly south of these shooters, right? Okay, I see what you meant.
Yeah.
Say this. He came in, and Asbestos would be able to backstab them in his next round, but he swung in. He hit you. This guy hit you. Dealt 1 damage to you. You're fine. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, no, you should be fine. Let's see. Heliodor.
4 HP.
Oh, he was like Carl.
You're at 3.
Yeah.
Alright, so you're
If
fine.
that was Carlo, would have been toast.
Yeah. This guy came running in too, and you intercepted him as well. You're just tanking all the hits right now. Alright. With his bonuses and penalties, you're blocking with your shield. What kind of shield is it? Normal or heavy?
I think it's a heavy and a heavy gamison. I'm not sure. I have to look.
Oh, yeah, I'm double checking. It's a normal. Alright. So, yeah, he hit you. And then damage is 2 damage. So you took 2 hits this round. Kobolds are the sworn enemies of dwarves, by the way. Like, dwarves and kobolds hate each other. So, you're fighting and you see these wicked dogmen moving in on you. Right? And there's bad history between you and them, right? They did horrible things to the dwarves in the old days. We'll see. So yeah. They both got a good stab on you. You're injured pretty bad. You got 1 kill. They got 2 hits. Their shooters don't open fire because, you know, naturally, they don't want to shoot their own guys. VAIEL, of course, his spell goes off without a hitch then because of our efforts. Spell goes off. Checking targets. He sees all of them. He affects 4 of them. So just like the first 4 in the chamber with us. Unless he wants to use his choice roll at this very moment.
I'm using my choice roll.
So basically a choice roll, the only difference is, so you already used your fudge roll, right? Yeah, so you're using your choice roll now. So I'll take that off of you.
It's an advantage roll.
Yeah, you just get another roll, but you don't have to take it. You can take the other roll, right? You can take the 4. So if I roll like a 2, right, you'll take the 4 instead. 8. All right, we'll take the 8.
I want them all asleep so we can at least loot that bitch and get that fucking thing, whatever's behind that door.
Secure the door. All right. So they probably, I mean, if they had any loot in there, they'd probably put it further back at this point, or any supplies. So we'll have to keep.
I might have to bring fucking Goose next round so we can just clear the shit, get in and out.
Level 0 kobolds. All right, they're making their saves against spells now. To not fall asleep.
Did I get them all?
Yep, you got them all. Or 18 guy. There's an 18 guy, so that one passed.
Stab his ass. I don't care.
So 1, you got only 7 sleepers. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So all the ones in the chamber with us were put to sleep at least. And then 7 of those, or
At least of our problems now.
3 of the shooters are put to sleep. There's only 2 shooters left, and they make a morale check naturally. They pass, so they'll hold their ground despite the losses. They bought enough time for this door back there to also be secured and shut, but that's like maybe their last line of defense now. And these last shooters just keep firing. As everyone went down, they open fire on Heliodor, and Odysseus is. I think DAEL, if you want, you know, you're in the middle of fighting, but you can like pull Odysseus out or back to cover after you finish your fighting.
I pull him out of harm's way.
Yeah, pull him out of harm's way. Yep, exactly. Good job. But BROSERIS, he's like, you know, Ares is kind of out of the fight. He's kind of bummed, right? He lost his fingers. He can't really use the arquebus at this point. I think that's his only weapon, right?
Bummed out. Ignore the pain.
Oh no, he's got a mace. He can use his mace, right? So
you can.
He's not dead. He's just at 0 hits. He's disabled.
He's not dead. He's just fucked.
Yeah, he's fucked up.
You can have him shoot at me. I mean, that's what they would do. So.
Yeah. In the meantime,
I'm the sworn enemy.
He could try to load the arc. Oh no, the arquebus is broken. Yeah, never mind. He's just gonna fucking sit there with his weapons until ordered to do anything else. But BROSERIS, of course, he's getting ready to fire. He like moves up to the side and he's ready to peek and fire.
I stick out my hand and I say, BROSERIS, Pull me into cover.
Alright, yeah. So, you're being fired upon. He just says, over here, right? Makes space for you to move. The enemy are firing. VAIEL, of course, you probably step out of the way of the fire, right? Right after casting. Last two guys were firing at us, right? So, as the spell went off, hit those guys. These guys in the following round would have, or they were already ready to fire. So as their guys went down, they loosed shots on VAIEL.
Yeah, they probably picked me.
I think one might have nicked you.
At least tried to.
Yeah, one got a hit as you try to get out of there. 2 damage, but you're fine. You tank it like nothing, right? Like you're still effective, but you can take a lot of damage for a long time.
Yeah.
You've got the resolve, a lot of resolve in you, or determination to keep fighting despite all the pain. So yeah, VAIEL's hit again. Boom, right? That should have killed the average man, right? That stone went into like his chest, but he just kept walking. Let's see. Plus he has armor on. So.
I can just pick up my bow, send it around.
Yeah, the last two
You know what I
kobolds
mean?
want to keep fighting. Who wants to try to finish these guys?
I can do it.
Oh, grab your sword and charge them?
I mean, I can do that, or I can just pick up my bow and just shink him.
Okay, yeah.
Whatever. Grab it, you know, I can shoot.
Put your
I got high
magical
dex.
sword away. Get that bow out, return fire.
Yeah.
Alright.
It's poppable. I'll just deal with the damage.
To wrap it up, we're at 3 hours and 30 minutes. We're actually over time. So I already know you're gonna win. So we're just gonna auto succeed here. You might take some damage maybe if they're lucky, but there's no chance for them to kill you with fucking only possible.
Just subtract 2 rows and then give me 1 hit and we're good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, appreciate. So.
So much fucking XP.
Alright. So, to wrap up the story, your crew would clear out the last 2 kobolds. Do you want to capture all the sleeping ones and sell them as slaves, or do you want to kill them and get the XP and then sell their heads?
Yeah. We're gonna get the XP. Yeah, we're gonna
XP?
get the XP.
Okay.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
You get the kills, you execute all enemies, right? You round them up, or you kill them while they're sleeping. You stomp their heads in, not to waste any time, right? Smash them to death, crush them, stab them, cut them, right? And then, of course, you move in, secure the chamber up ahead. There's a set of double doors up ahead made of wood. This is probably their final defense, right? The first doors you came across, the back side is made of wood, but the front side is made of cave wall, right? So it's just like camouflage, secret entrance. So, cave wall is just like rock, sandstone, right? Anyway, get past the doors. They had a bar back here too, a second bar they were gonna bring in to bar the door, but that failed, right? So there's a whole ass new bar, right? There's a broken bar up here. Bar, by the way, is just like a large plank of wood.
Set that plank of wood over the fucking holes.
All right, so those are door
Man,
bars.
Many of it.
But yeah, the position, you took the position. They were guarding just the exterior. Here, you moved in against the doors, or up to it, but then you realized there are enemy slits in the walls, right, defending. So you only moved up to gather your loot, but they would like open fire on your crew from the various slits in the walls, and we'll have to come back another day to take down the door and besiege their fortress, right? So you guys would form up a
They
shield
did.
wall.
Next time I'm coming.
Probably ESPESTOS was involved with VAIEL as the shield wall guys.
Okay.
And then the rest of you hold out the dead so you can loot them, right? And their loot, of course. And then you would retreat to secure the position. Unfortunately, we can't take the chamber yet because it's dangerous since they have slits in the walls. Particularly, they have slits in that north wall and those west and east walls, right? So those slits.
What we do is we close the
Prevent us from-
doors, and then we put the piece of wood in front of it, and we knock on the door to let the other guy, or we yell through the thing to let the mercs know that, all right, it's clear, we cleared a whole bunch of them out. Continue guarding this point, we'll be back tomorrow.
But for anything, you guys will the mercs will probably keep these 2 doors open and watch this double door, right? If it opens or not. So they
Yeah,
can't
that's fine.
rebar this
That's fine.
current door because if they close this door, then the enemies can take this position again, right?
Yeah, you're right.
And
You're
we
right.
can't
You're
make
right.
any progress. So they'll keep this these secret doors open for now, at least, unless the enemy rally out with too many troops. But they will be on guard, watching that door. They'll probably set up traps and ambush right here, right? So if the enemy do pour out, and if we want to attack, they'll just disable the traps, or just yeah. But for now, they'll probably work on just making up some traps. In the meantime, you can order them to make more bungee traps if you want. They can like dig up bungee traps or move the current bungee traps over, right, to like this area directly at the doorway.
Yep.
They'll just dig out the stakes, bury the dirt, and all that. Dig up holes. So yeah, that's what they'll be working on in the meantime. Let's get your results in. Get you guys out of here. Congratulations, 0 casualties, only profit today. Right, a few injuries here and there, but I mean it's worth it, I suppose, right? A few battle scars.
Many close to death too.
Yeah, drained of resources.
2 people, 2 critical injuries. 1.
Oh, let's recover your items.
Yeah,
you're right.
I dropped.
Put the sword with me and the bow back on me. Those are.
Oh yeah, I dropped my. What did it go?
Congratulations. No, first day without casualties. Keep the streak going.
What about the insect?
Whose short bow is
yeah,
this?
We completely forgot about those.
We killed those guys.
Whose is this? The short bow? Right here?
Mine.
That's VAEL's. It's a +1 combo.
Oh, you have a short bow?
I have a combo. So whoever dropped the short bow, that's on them.
It was a
That's
master
one
combo.
over
It wasn't a +1. It said master combo.
Oh, okay, my bad. Yeah, it's master. It's master combo. My bad. Yeah.
This was Dale's short bow?
Yeah, Dale has a short bow.
Okay, and then I don't think anything else was dropped, right? No one else dropped any gear.
I dropped a short sword, but
Yeah, I think put it on already. Yeah, I already put it on.
Okay, cool.
Alright, total kills. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. 28 kills today. See, let me take note. So 28 dead kobolds, which equals they have loot that's worth when you sold it, right? This is like weapons, ammunition, all that, right? Total loot is worth about 2.5 each, so 5 for 2, so about 14. Yeah, about 140 copper pieces worth of loot that you sold. It's just consisting of their
leaving a joint.
weapons
Yeah, I
and armor.
find that annoying.
5, yeah.
And
And then
is
14
doing
XP.
that.
Who's that? Who invited this guy?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
No. All right.
I don't know.
I mean,
I
if he's
don't know
not
who
disruptive,
he
it's fine. Just if you got, I don't hear any pings, but if he's, just let me know. I don't know who this guy is. You're welcome to spectate us. That's fine. Just yeah, you're good.
No. Let's continue.
All right. To wrap it up, we are going over XP. I think we have 14 XP for the kobolds, under 40 cops for them. When it comes to the giant centipedes, you just sell them as a whole back in town. But yeah, they're worth half an XP as well. And then so that's 2 XP. And then of course, value-wise, they're each worth 5 coppers. So they're actually more valuable than the kobolds when it comes to loot. At least their entire thing is worth 5 coppers each. So a total of 20 coppers. And then now we're going to go over the kobolds' heads. Each of the kobolds' heads is worth 10 coppers because they are enemies of the state, right? We're at war with them. So you get 280 coppers for killing all these kobolds as well. So on top of their loot, we also get rewarded for killing them, right? They're the enemies. So 360, 440 coppers now. Pretty good haul so far. No treasure recovered, only monsters killed and loot recovered from them, right? Their gear. Alright, so let's divvy it up now. we had a good war or a good battle today, right? Suffered a few scars, but it only should, if it didn't kill you, it should just make you stronger, right? A few of us level drained because you almost got killed, but hopefully you can recover from this, right? So
Yeah,
I would
except for
say
Aries. He
the lessons learned.
specifically
Yeah.
lost.
Oh yeah, you're good, bro. What were you gonna say?
Specifically Aries, he lost 3 fingers.
Yeah. So I get right there. That was just bad luck. I guess the only reason why he got such bad luck was because he chose to use one of the more riskier weapons, which is a gun. Actually, he couldn't cut off your fingers with a bowstring. It's very
He
unlikely.
grew up a perfectly new gun.
Yeah, I guess
He's a disappointment.
he used it wrong. It's operator error, right? Ran into it. So let's see. Also, Odysseus almost died. The only lesson there I could say is you risked yourself openly at 1 hit points. That was on you. You should have probably healed up before you stood that position or ordered someone else to protect them, right? Maybe
But
Asbestos should have been there.
And saved Vail's ass.
Yeah,
We would never have taken that fucking door.
it's very, very true.
All this,
But you shouldn't be taking all the risks,
same person.
right?
And if I didn't step in to save Odysseus' ass,
Yeah.
we probably would have not been so good.
So you saved Odysseus and Odysseus saved Vail. Okay.
Yeah, true.
Alright. But still, you should spread out the burden next time a little bit more, right? You had some other guys in the reserves that could have done a little more work. Maybe BROSERIS did his job, but ESPESTOS, you did your job pretty decently, but also you're a fighter, you're supposed to be taking most of the hits. So you should have probably tanked it for Vail rather than Odysseus, but it's okay. Plus, I think your hit points were... Oh no, especially you were fucking fucked up too, never mind. You're good. You're at 1 hit point as well. Alright.
I'm at 1 hit point, Asbestos 1 hit point, Odysseus is 0.
Yeah, okay, I guess it is what it is.
A lot of people got fucked up there.
The
Yeah.
reason why I chose to have them rush in from the left and not be like around the room specifically was for that kind of flanking attack.
Pretty good
Because
though.
if they were
Pretty
all
good
over
overall.
the room, they probably would all got killed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Good call. Good call. Let's see. I guess like the only thing I would have changed next time moving forward is Vail, you had a lot of hits in armor to tank shots. Maybe you could have had DAEL cast the scrolls, right? Something. So, you know.
The issue with that is time management.
Oh yeah, it's true.
If I would have had been using my scrolls, we would not have been able to do that. I haven't
Complete the task.
memorized.
Yeah, he's new.
So I could have just
Train him up.
it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. All right, for sure next time. There's a lot of funding, so you guys should be able to invest in new gear, hit points, and all that. And hopefully, these can recover quickly.
One of the things I want to know was that
He's got level
he had
drain.
really high armor, like you said, but he was super vulnerable, and he failed like 2 times prior. So like maybe having someone, if you're gonna wear the big armor, and you're not behind anyone, then don't cast. Maybe I don't know. That's just a
Alright,
thing.
yeah.
Would you like somebody else to
discussion.
cast sleep 3 times? That's up to you.
I mean, I don't think anyone else can, but yeah.
We just
There's
need
a
him more.
reason why he
Yeah,
has big armor, because he lives.
yeah, that's
That's
true.
why he's level 3.
He earned it.
Yeah, you did take a lot of damage. Yeah, you did
Okay.
good.
All right, let's divvy up the loot now. So 440. Everyone gets an equal share, maybe, but maybe some people should get double. I think maybe just so that he can recover a little faster, you guys might want to give Odysseus a double share because he did take a freaking big hit today. It's up to you, and then maybe
Yeah,
Vail a double share because he did
Yeah, that's fine.
do a lot of the work as well with the sleep spells. Are you guys on board with that? And everyone else gets an equal share. And then retainers. Broseris was a retainer, and I think Ares, so they should get half shares.
Whatever my retainer was, yeah. He's over there.
So we can do, if you guys want, we can do like 1.5 shares for these guys, and then normal shares for these guys, and then half shares for these guys. So they'll just take their halves.
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in that case, if we do that math, that's just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 shares. Or no, wait, 1, 2, and then plus 6 here, so that's 8, and then plus 6 here, so that's 14 shares. So 40 divided by 14 shares. Alright, 31 is the share count. So 1 share is 31 coppers. So that means these guys get 31, these guys get 62, and these guys get 93, right? When it comes to coppers. Alright, let me make sure you guys get paid first. So starting with Heliodor, today you
I
earned...
managed to get 6 copper. Sorry, continue.
You're good. Heliodor, you earned 62 coppers today. VAIEL,
Yeehaw!
you earned 93 coppers today. BROSERIS earned 31 coppers. ODYSSEUS earned 93 coppers. So went to 111. And then Ares, you earned 31. ESPESTOS, you earned 62. And DAEL, you earned 62. Alright, experience points. 16 points to be awarded to your team, right? So I think the retainers at least get 1. But then there's, if that's the case, there's at least 14 more to go around. So we can do maybe 2 each. If we do 2 each, then there'd be 4 left. There's 5 of you, so it's 2 each, 4 left. And these last 4 can go to your MVPs, right? So if these guys get 1, and everyone gets 2 so far, everyone else gets 2. 2 of you, there's 4 extra XP, so possibly 4 of you can get 3, and 1 of you gets just 2, if that makes sense.
I'm fine with giving everybody 1, except one guy. You can just roll a dice for the 5, see who doesn't get it.
Okay.
Give I say the captain, the team captain, did a really good job, and I think he should get his full share and a little extra.
Okay, so he gets 3.
Alright.
Who out of your crew you think should just get 2? Right? Because these guys are getting 1 for sure. And then out of our crew, everyone possibly can get 3, but 1 person gets 2. Makes sense?
I'll take 2.
You'll take the 2? Okay.
Yeah.
Let me make sure that adds up to 16 real quick. So these guys get 3 each, that's 12. You get 2, so that's 14. Yep, these guys get 1, so that's 16. Alright, so let me make sure you guys are awarded your experience points. DAEL earned 3. He only needs 25 to level up. So, still a long way. ESPESTOS earned 3. He needs 20 to level. Ares earned 1. And he gets to level up back to level 0 or level 1.
Just to do that 40 again to get level 4 else.
Alright, Ares recovered his loss. Or he leveled up back to level 1 naturally. And actually became stronger. He rerolled his hit points entirely. Came back stronger.
Yay!
But he still has a disability, missing fingers. Right. And then of course,
Well,
only because he got rewarded experience for this game. Leveled up immediately. Back to level 1. Odysseus, of course, you earned 3 XP. You're at 18. Good progress. Sadly, you leveled drain today, right? So I brought you all the way to 15. Alright. And then, of course, let's see. BROSERIS, he earned 1. He needs 12 to level. VAIEL, you earned 3, so you're at 124. HELIODOR earned 2. He needs 22 to level. Alright. XP, money has been rewarded and distributed and such. And that is pretty much the end of the game. It's we're now in post game. Do any of you have any questions or concerns before we head out?
Do I have enough? No, I don't have enough. Nope, we're good.
No questions, no concerns. Finally, before we end the game, does your party want to have any pastime activities you guys want to celebrate? You can either go gambling, drinking, or romancing women, right?
I'm good.
You guys are good?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'm gonna.
Thank you, Daniel.
thank you guys for playing. I hope to see you at the next one. Have a good rest of your night.
Play with that bitch next time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Next time for sure. We're getting close. We're getting very
Good
close.
game.
I want